Hello, everybody, and happy April Fool's Day. Happy Monday. Hopefully, you guys all had a very peaceful and enjoyable Easter weekend. I can't believe Easter is already behind us. Now, I guess the next big holiday is Christmas. No, I guess Memorial Day. I guess it would be Memorial Day. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Again, welcome to Monday night. Welcome to Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday. It's the first of the month, or the first Monday of the month, which means we have our vintage sister with us, the one, the only, ENAMOR Amie. Amy, how are you? Did you have a good weekend?
I did. Mama Pam, I'm very thankful to have Mama Pam come over on Easter and cook a lovely dinner. So I was in a food coma for half the day yesterday.
But good.
It's always good.
Did you have ham yesterday?
No, we had ribs. Ooh. And cheesy potatoes.
Ooh.
And some vegetables, and yeah.
All right.
No, we didn't have ham.
Bill, how was your Easter weekend? Was it good?
It was good. I was busy because I have a big project tomorrow, so I was trying to get ready for that.
Maybe we should. Are you going to video some of it? I
guess I should, right?
Bill doesn't want me in any of his videos anymore, Amy. I don't know why. No, I'm just making that up. April Fools, I'm just making that up. That's a joke. That's a joke. Well, I had turkey yesterday, and Tina had some roasted chicken. We actually went to the diner to eat our Thanksgiving. Yes. I just told Bill we don't go to the diner without him. And I just admitted on the live that we had to. Once we closed yesterday, we needed to. We didn't have enough time to come home and cook. So
there's a place called McDonald's, Jason. Try that.
Oh gosh. So I can only eat McDonald's.
And Amy's not allowed to go to Pizza Hut without me. And I think she did.
One time since last September.
Oh, all the truth comes out. All of our skeletons are out of the closet now. It's all out there for everybody to see. So welcome everybody again to Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday. If you aren't subscribed to the folks on the screen, please do so. We put all of their links to their YouTube channels and their Instagram down below. It's very easy. Even if you're watching this on the replay, just go down and click subscribe, and please consider following good old Mother Tuckers. As we go live tonight, our official mod and bit ender is the very lovely Karen G. As always, Karen, thank you so much for being so supportive of not only my channel, but so many other channels here in the YouTube community. And our backup mod and bid ender is the very lovely Kim, who is Desert Gal. Thank you, too, for also being so supportive of so many resellers in this community. And guys, if you could put your links in sometime, while I say hello to everybody, that would be awesome. Kim is a reseller, and she resells over on Vamp, and she also sells on eBay. So please, when you're not here shopping with us or open another device, head on over and shop some of her vintage. I'm still wondering if she still has that uranium lot. I hope that got scarfed up, because that was a really, really good lot that she was offering. So
I think she said it did last time.
Did she last time? I didn't see. That's the thing. Everybody thinks I catch everything in the chat. I don't. So if it's sold, I promise I'll stop talking about it. But it was a doggone good lot, let me tell you. So, all right, guys, we're going to say hello, and then Bill is going to tell us how the sale is going to work, and then we're going to jump into it as quickly as possible. So the first person in the chat tonight was a very lovely Terry. How are you? Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you all had a good weekend. There's still some eggs hidden in my house that I still can't find. So they were hard boiled, and I'm getting a little worried because it's cold and the heat's on.
Well, you'll find them once they start smelling.
That's how we'll do it, Amy. We'll just have to use our nose.
Cats will find them first.
Oh, God. And if they find them, it probably won't be pretty. So how are you, William? It's so good to see you. There is the very lovely Mama Pam, who... Amy can give us a few more of the details here soon, but I think I'm going to get to see Mama Pam probably in maybe the next 7 or 8 days, maybe, I think, hopefully. I don't know.
I think probably by this time next week, you will.
Okay. Yeah. All right. How are you, Dawn? Good to see you. Welcome in. Hello, Karen Kennedy. And can I just tell you guys, it's the same name over on Instagram, and she shared some of her decor for Easter. She has some Anna Lees that I've never seen before. If you guys aren't following, yeah. And did you guys see the little gnome with the mushroom she has on the one shelf?
Yeah.
So head on over and check out her page. She has a really cool display, along with a lot of our other friends here in the chat. So Make sure you're following all of your friends here in the chat over on Instagram. But it just stuck with me, Karen. That was a good looking shelf. How are you, Tracy? Hi, Artsy Fartsy. So good to see you. Hello, Nikki. Happy Monday. Hopefully you are doing well. Hello, Lisa. Welcome in, everybody. We're going to show you the little avatar here. It's Karen G. She's our official mod and bid ender. Please familiarize yourself with that little daisy. She'll be the one closing out all of the bids tonight with the bid end. Hello, Deborah. Good to see you. I'm a snapping fool because it's my man, Gavin of Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. If you guys are not subscribed to his channel, please do so. Hopefully his wife, Karen, will put his link in the chat. He has a really fun YouTube channel. He plays music on vinyl, on a turntable, and they do shout outs and they spotlight things that they purchase from us resellers. So they just give back to the community even more. So again, to the Gillettes, we couldn't thank you guys enough. There's my mother, Linda Hellman. Good to see you, Mom. I love you. Good to see you. Hello, Liz. How are you? Happy Monday, everybody. How are you, Dusty Moose? It's good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Let's see who else is in here with us tonight. Hello, Aunt Kiki. How are you? Hopefully you had a good weekend. We'll see who else is in here with us. There she is. There's Kim. She is our backup mod and bid ender. Please familiarize yourself with her avatar. Let's see who else is in here. We'll keep on scrolling on down. I see a couple repeats. Hello, Mary. It's so good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Who else is in here with us? Miss Whittle One is in here with us. How are you? So good to see you. How are you, Lillian? Followed by Tracy West. Good to see you, ladies. Now we're definitely spinning that globe. How are you, Heidi? It's so good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well, friend. Who else is in here? There she is. Debbie Gutierrez is here with us. How are you, Debbie? Speaking of displays, Debbie shared some of hers, and they were really doggone good. There's Tina, the other half of Mother Tucker's. Good to see you. How are you, Melissa Black? Welcome in, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy April Fool's Day. Did any of you guys get fooled today by anybody?
I did.
Me too.
Oh,
Was
gosh.
it the same person, Amy?
What?
Were we fooled by the same person?
Probably. Was it Misty?
Was it?
Was it Misty? Because
It was Misty. I'm so.
Well,
And I woke up reminding myself not to be fooled by anybody.
I forgot what day it was. I was up at 3:30 this morning, so I forgot. You know.
I kept seeing her video, and I was like, "Oh God, what's going on? I got to go check it out." And I got too busy, so because I would have been in the same boat as you guys. So, hello, Shannon. So good to see you. Well, Misty, if you're watching this, that means it worked. So, congratulations, Misty. You got them. You got us all. Hello, Kimry Ann. So good to see you. Happy Monday, everybody. Who else is here with us? There she is. There's Jennifer, Junebug Vintage. Same name over on Instagram. Same name over on Whatnot. Make sure you're following her. If you love kitsch, you got to make sure you know who Jennifer is. Hello, Philomena. Checking in. Now we're totally, completely spinning the other side of the globe. It's good to see you. Jameen, it's good to see you, friend. Welcome back again. How are you? Hopefully you had a great weekend. Let's see who else is in here with us. There's Mary Beth. Good to see you. Who else? There she is, Peppermint Patty. How are you, Peppermint Patty? Oh, I could go for a Peppermint Patty right about now. How are you, Lisa? Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well on this Monday. How are you, Brenda? Welcome in. Good to see you, Brenda. Who else is in here with us? We'll keep on scrolling. I think we're getting down here near the bottom. If you guys want to say hello, please do. Hello, Cindy Lou. Good to see you. Hi, John. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well, sir. Happy Monday, everybody. Who else is in here with us? There's Dawn Steelman. Good to see you, Dawn. Hey, there she is. Speaking of steel, there's Steel Whisper checking in from the Garden State. Hopefully we get to see you soon. How are you, Pat Robinson? Good to see you. Doggone it, you always put a smile on my face. Pat, how are you? Hopefully you had a great Easter with family. And we'll keep on scrolling down here. And then I see Sandy. How are you, Sandy? Good to see you. Before I turn it over to Bill to tell us how the sale is going to work, two quick things that I'd like to share. Number one, April is National Donate Month. It is the month that is dedicated to organ donors. So please, if you are not an organ donor, please consider becoming one this month. It is very, very easy. All you have to do is when you renew your driver's license, just say yes and become an organ donor, please. One of our friends in the chat that hangs out with us, I'm sure you guys know her, it's Lisa Green. Lisa, if you're watching this, we hope you feel better soon. She hasn't been feeling the best. That's why she hasn't been in our chats. So however you guys send a positive vibe, whether it's, just thinking or prayer or whatever it is you guys do, please let's send our friend Lisa Green just a couple thoughts. Hopefully she can get to feeling better. She says that sometimes she can't even make it through a full sale to watch us, even in a replay. So my thoughts and prayers are going out to you, Lisa. We hope you're feeling better soon, and we hope we get to see you chatting with us again. And if you watch this on the replay, we're all thinking about you, and we're all here for as soon as you're feeling better. So with that said, Bill, if you want to tell us how it's going to work tonight, then we'll get the sale started ASAP here.
Well, I was just going to say, speaking of candy bars and peppermint patty, I had for the first time ever a Fifth Avenue today. Has anyone had that candy bar today?
You've never had it before, Bill?
Oh my God, it changed my world.
You know what I'm addicted to? The chocolate covered paydays because of you.
I know.
Because of you.
Sorry.
Because of you.
All right, let's talk about this. So let's see. So the first thing I always like to start with is the chat itself, because that's where all the action happens. That's where all the community is built. And that's honestly what brings the three of us back time after time. So we want to make sure that you experience the chat the best way possible. And the way that you do that is to make sure you're in the right setting. On your device, it should say live chat all messages. If you see that it says top messages, use the toggle switch to move over to all messages. And that means none of the chat will get filtered for you. You will experience everything that happens in the chat because we love to engage in the chat. So the other thing about the chat is it happens at different speeds for all of us. And at some point you may experience a slowdown because of an internet lag. The way you beat the lag over here on Instagram, over here on YouTube, I brainwashed myself, over here on YouTube, is to actually close the YouTube app out, come back into YouTube, click on the sale and make sure that red bar is all the way over to the right. However, there's a better way. If you are on a computer and you look down below, you will see a settings icon. It's a little gear. If you are on a mobile device, if you tap on my face, that little gear icon should come up right here in the corner. If you click on that gear icon, there's a setting called playback speed. If you click on playback speed and you set the setting to 2 times, anytime you start lagging, you will automatically get caught up with where we are in real time. That's particularly important if you like to chat with people or if you want to be bidding on something. So it's always a good thing to check right before you're bidding on something to make sure that your playback speed is all the way up to real time. The chat is here for a couple reasons. It's for us to learn a little bit about each other. It's to encourage people who are back in lounging in the vintage lounge to let us know you're here, particularly if you've been watching for a while and we haven't been able to say hi to you. We love to be able to do that. It's also an opportunity for you to share your knowledge about the things that we're bringing tonight. We love to learn from you. We know that a lot of you are here because you collect things and you know things that we may not know. So feel free to put that knowledge in the chat. It's also a great place for you to ask questions. If you have any questions about an object that we're showing, while we're showing it, you can use the chat in order to ask those questions, and we will do our best to answer them to our best ability. My power just went on and off for a second, just so everyone knows.
It's like storming heavy here too, so I'm hoping.
I was noticing people are having tornado warnings and hail warnings and stuff. Yeah. I guess I got to watch the weather every once in a while. I just don't. And that's bad. I'm a gardener. All right, back to the chat. If you have questions, let us know. We are happy to answer. We have 12 rounds. We have 12 rounds, right, guys?
13.
We have 13 rounds of items tonight. We have 13 rounds of items tonight. At some point, you will see me disappear into my basement, and I'll be back. And they will all be offer-ups?
Yes.
Okay, they're all offer-ups.
I might do a quick claim just to throw something out there, but yeah,
we don't have a quick round. Okay. That means we're going to show you an item. We're going to tell Jason what the start price is. He's going to pin it where our names are right now, and we will begin accepting bids in $1 increments at or above that start price if you're interested. While that's happening, we're going to explain what the item is, anything we know about it. Particularly important, we're going to tell you any condition issues that we know about it. And it's an opportunity for you to ask questions about the item. After we see a few bids come in, we will start a countdown. And we are just universally doing 20-second countdowns here on Mother Tucker's Monday moving forward. So at the end of that countdown, we will say bid end, and our official bid ender who is Karen Gillette, will type the words bid end into the chat. And at that point, we will acknowledge the highest bid that came in before the bid end, and that is the person who claimed the item. We do like to remind you that a claim is a promise to pay. So please, serious bids only. We also like to remind you that we are selling vintage items. So we do our best to describe any condition issues that you need to know, but they have lived a life. So if you have any questions while we're showing you something, if our light is reflecting something and you want to make sure it's not a crack or something, ask while we're showing it. We're happy to give you a close-up to answer more questions about it. If you are someone who really is here to claim a particular item, we offer an option called just in case for active bidders. Just in case is the highest amount you'd be willing to pay on an item that you really want to grab. So what you would do is you would type in the letters JIC with that amount, the maximum amount you'd be willing to pay. And if you have the highest just in case before the bid end, we will bid you up just $1 over the next highest bid that came in before you, or the next highest just in case, whichever it may be. If you use the just in case option, though, we do ask that you be an active bidder and that you use it only during the countdown. We're not able to acknowledge just in cases that come in before we start the countdown. We'll expect that you put it back in once the countdown has begun. If you are a successful purchaser tonight, we need some information from you. All three of us bid. What do? We bill.
We invoice. Yes.
We bill through a service called PayPal. How did all those different words come out of my mouth? Jason, you got to put that card back up.
Okay.
So we need these four pieces of information from you. We need your YouTube screen name and your real name. We need your shipping address and your PayPal email address. This way, we can send you a PayPal invoice. You can actually, if you haven't purchased from us before, you can actually send all three of us an email with this information right now. Our emails are on the screen right now. You can take a screenshot, send one email to all three of us, and we'll have your information. That will be fantastic. Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, I don't have a PayPal account. Absolutely okay. You do not need a PayPal account in order to pay through PayPal. We will send you a link in an email. And if you don't have a PayPal account, once you click on that link, it's going to bring you to a page where you can choose to check out as a guest. When you check out as a guest, you can use any form of payment that you would like, including Venmo. So if you want to pay through Venmo, you can do it, but you just do it through PayPal. All three of us also will give you shipping quotes that are at a deep discount over regular USPS or UPS quotes, because we all use a service called Pirate Ship, which gets resellers like us a pretty nice discount on shipping. And the last thing I think I will say is when we do send you an invoice, and each one of us will tell you when we're invoicing this week in just a few minutes, we do expect prompt payment within 24 hours is ideal. Unless the seller says otherwise. So I think that's everything except who we are. I am Bill, Garden Guy Bill. I ship from New Jersey. The weather is warm here, so hopefully your packages are coming from a warm place right now. I will be shipping to the US and Canada only. And unlike normal, where I usually invoice the next day, this week I'm actually not invoicing until Saturday. I have a big day at Mother Tucker's tomorrow. Then I have some work stuff, but I also have a sale on Thursday and Friday. So I'm just going to combine all the shipping. If you need something more quickly, just let me know, and I'll pack it up tonight. Amy?
Hello, I am Amy of ENAMOR AMIE. I ship out of Michigan, also only ship to US and Canada. Jason and I have a sale on Wednesday, Fantastic Finds, here on Mother Tucker's at 8 o'clock. So I will combine ship this week. As long as everything fits snug and warm and safely in their boxes together. That's I will combine ship. So I'll be doing my invoicing on Thursday this week, but I do plan to have everything shipped out no later than Saturday morning because I'm coming to visit these two next week. So I'm really trying to get everything out the door, but I will touch more on that on Wednesday. But definitely we'll see an invoice from me on Thursday this week.
All right. Bill and Amy covered everything for me. I do all of my invoicing on Saturday. So from the other sales I have this week, I will be combining shipping. If you need it fast tracked, all you need to do is reach out by email. Let me know. I can close that box, usually package in a day. ship next day after the invoice is paid. I offer free pickup at the brick and mortar if you want to take advantage of that. If you do, just email me. We can talk about that in the email to save you on shipping. But again, everything like Bill and Amy said, and I ship out of Pennsylvania. So we had a few folks jump in we want to say hello to, and then we're going to get into the sale. Bill go first, then it'll be Amy, and then myself. So I get a little confused in my old age here. So how are you, Brad? So good to see you, sir. Hopefully you had a good Easter, a very nice weekend. There she is, Patty Rose. I enjoyed that picture you sent me. That was hysterical. How are you, Susan? So good to see you. I might share that with Fantastic Finds if you're okay with that. You're going to have to let me know about that one, Patty.
I think it needs to be shared. It needs to be shared. It's
good. Amy, I'll tell, we'll talk about it after the sale. So hello, Whistle. I still say I didn't say it, but okay. How are you, Whistle Robin? So good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. There's Spark Joy in Life. Good to see you, friend. Who else is in here with us? I know I saw a few more, but the chat moved so doggone fast. How are you, Chris? Hopefully you're doing well. You are often in my thoughts. I hope you're doing well. There is our friend Bug. Good to see you, Bug. Who else is in here? I think, there's Elizabeth. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Happy Monday, everybody. And again, I think I'm back to the top. If I miss you, I never do it intentionally. It was just a slip of the eye. And I promise you, I will be able to say hello to you probably 2 times in an upcoming sale. So let's get it started. We'll get us all moved around. Bill can go first, and then we'll get Amy going. How much, sir?
$14, Jason. And the item that inspired everything that I'm bringing today, I have a very loose fairy tale theme. And the first item I have is this amazing 1961 Storytown coloring book, completely unused. And as you can see, it's oversized. It actually says jumbo. And it pretty much has an image of every major fairy tale that I can think of, and then some that I actually don't know what they are. So I'm curious to know if other people know what they are. In terms of condition, it's in really great condition. Just a little bending around the top and at that same location on the back. And then the only writing in the entire book was whoever gifted it to someone wrote an inscription, and then someone later crossed it out. I can't read what it is. It's underneath black ink, but it's pretty cool. So again, the images are really great. This just shows you some of them. Traditional fairy tales, and then some sort of there's a bunch of Western themed, and actually some images from around the world as well inside. Yeah, it's a great jumbo book. Like here we have, and these are all since it's a coloring book, they're all these sketch drawings, and look how big it is compared to my hand. So imagine just making copies of these and just distributing them, or framing them once they're done. But you can see lots of different Humpty Dumpty, Old Mother Hubbard, those 3 guys in the candle maker. Who are those guys again? The candle maker, the shoemaker,
the baker,
and the baker.
The 3 men in a tub. I mean, yes, some ones you don't hear about.
The Quaker, the baker, and the candlestick maker.
Yeah, I knew there was a candlestick maker. Then we have Little Bo Peep. There's just a lot of them. There's a lot of pages in this book. Jack and Jill. But I'm curious to know, Billy Goats Gruff, does anybody know what fairy tale includes a Papa Bunny spanking a baby bunny?
I don't know, but I really like those bunnies. They would be fun for Easter.
Look at how much joy Mama Bunny is getting out of seeing the baby bunny getting spanked.
I have no idea.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Different era.
Does anybody know what fairy tale this is? I'm really curious. And there we actually have, who's that, Cinderella? I mean, there's a lot of pages in this book. 3 Blind Mice and the Baba Black Sheep. I mean, it's just a really, really, really good book with vibrant colors. The image on the front is the same as on the back, but it's just a nice big coloring book. And I'm going to count it down since there is some interest. So if anyone else is interested, now is the time to get in. Let me just show you what I was talking about before. Who's that big whale that swallowed people?
Moby Dick?
What's that one?
I think you're right, Amy. I think
Moby
it is.
Dick?
Moby Dick. Yeah.
No.
But then there are these really.
Is it Joan? No.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I don't know. You're asking us tough questions at 8:30.
I know, Bill. It's like we weren't prepared for this quiz tonight.
I was going to say, I know there was going to be a test tonight.
Well, and again, there are some really cool world images too.
Right.
Like there's this jungle image, there's this tribal image. There's just really, really great stuff in here. And there's a lot, as you can see. It's a thick, thick book. So I'm going to start a countdown. If anyone else is interested, now is the time to get in. Jonah and the Whale. Maybe that's what it was.
I thought that was the religious. I thought that was a biblical. I don't know. But I love the color, the black and pink, where it says coloring book. That's
isn't it good?
Me.
I really want to know why the bunnies are getting spanked. If anybody knows that story, please. I'm going to Google it, actually.
Bill's going to
All right. We're looking for 15 or more.
Oh, my gosh.
20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yeah, Trendolin, you might not want to keep that in your browser history. Bunnies spanking each other.
Gosh.
So fun. Okay, so Courtney, I saw your just in case. I don't think you needed it. Thank you, Karen, for the bid end. It is coming to you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And Patty Rose just dropped some knowledge here. Hang on. That's what she says. I think it's the Beatrix.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we approve? I don't think we approve of that.
I don't know. Bunny is with I'm not. I have no comment. It was a different era too. It was a different era.
And Bill, if you're going to quiz us
on
the first round of the sale, you have to at least give us a study guide or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Like some Cliff Notes or something.
Yeah, Cliff Notes. All right. I have a choice to start out tonight at 16. And I have a lot of pixie things tonight. So we're going to start off with some pixies. And I've got 3 of these little sugared little bug pixies. So they are different colored, and then they have that kind of bumpy texture, like clear little beads applied over. Most of us call it like sugared texture. And these are the bug pixie babies because they have the little antenna that's coming out. So this one is dressed in blue. And then they have, there's no chips or cracks on any of the pixies or repairs. And then they have little gold accents that are painted on their wings. These are made in Japan. Okay. So there's choice number 1 is the blue. Choice number 2 is yellow. Put blue down. Little butter yellow one. She's kind of striking a pose there. And again, little accented wings. I think these are super cute. There's actually 4 of these that I know of. There's a pink one, but I don't have the pink one. And really, I have a green one. And really the only issue, although I really wouldn't call it an issue, whoever was painting this one got a little wild with the gold paint. I did not try and take that off of there. I just left it, but I don't really think it's a deal breaker with him. No chips or repairs either. It's just that little paint, you know. They just got a little wild in the factory painting him. I think it's fine. But they're all in different poses. I'm going to line them up here so that you can see them all. They all measure around the same size. They all measure around 2 by 2 3/4. All right. So there's all of the poses. They're all a little bit different, but there is a pink one that goes in the series as well. But I just found the 3, and I rescued them because they were in a dark, dirty basement. And I was like, somebody needs these pixies. They're just too darn cute. So I see Miss Beth is in at 20. Woo! We're looking. See, this is what happens when we try and balance things. It's a good
Those
thing
little
that
bees,
there.
Those bees have been drinking, Amy. It's their fault.
They wanted to dance. They wanted to party. All right, so we're going to count these down. This is for choice. We're looking for 21 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. So we're going to claim by color. Okay, so blue, yellow, or green that just wants to take a nap. And of course, the winner can take multiples or all of them as well. There's the bug leaf bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. So KB had a 22, but Beth put in a just in case. So with the just in case in play there, Beth is going to get first choice at 23. And KB, you are on deck if Beth decides not to take them all.
And then Verlaine would be, she wants them all.
Wants them all. You got it. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. My first item tonight is going to start at $18. It is a Viking glass vase flower frog. Now, the flower frog is not original, okay? But it's the way I found it. It seems to be a replacement. It seems to fit in there just like I've had this vase before with a flower frog. The difference is this one is almost domed a little bit more, but it sits in there perfectly. So let me take that out and show you guys. So this is the amber version. It is the 3-footed little glass vase. These are fun to use for all sorts of different things. Thank you, Verlaine. I see you in at 18. The flower frog that should be in here, and correct me if I'm wrong, it should have a larger hole in the center, which could use as a taper candle. But this one is just a bunch of smaller little holes in there, okay? But it does fit. It is a little larger, but it's somebody married it together, because sometimes to find the flower frogs that fit in there is a little more difficult. So this one has 11 holes in it. So if you're wondering how many flowers or things you can put in with your flower arrangement, it comes with 11 holes. And then it does have a lip on it, as you can see, sort of like the original one. And it does sit in there quite perfectly. So, and again, the original one, you would not have seen it down so much, but no sickness to the glass. There's no haze to it. You can see it has some of these great little details down here in the feet. I do believe that New Martinsville also made some of these, but usually they're attributed to Viking, and they have like little, it almost looks like little tree branches down here on the feet. So when it is all together, it measures about 4.5 inches. It measures 3.5 inches tall. Thank you, Tina. I see you in a 22. It measures 3.5 inches tall and about 4.5 inches wide. So no chips, no cracks to report. Just know that the flower frog is not original. It's married, from some other piece. They put it together. So let's count it down. We're looking for 23 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders. We'll count down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hello, Karen Lord. It's good to see you. I also saw Leslie Newquest pop in there, and I also saw Brad pop in earlier. I've missed you in the hellos. Hello, everybody. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I see Tina's just in case of 25, right before Karen's bid end. Again, Karen, thank you so much. So Tina, congratulations. It's yours for 22. And I saw that you already pre-registered, so you're good to go. And congratulations. Thank you so much, Tina. All righty, Bill.
All right. So as I said, I have like this fairy tale theme tonight, and I have a lot of ladies today. So I'm going to bring the first lady. I have a couple of the ladies from the NAPCO fairy tale collection. I have one planter tonight and one cookie jar I'm really excited about. So in this round, I'm offering the Three Little Bears Goldilocks figurine, and she is the planter, and she is in great condition. There are no chips or cracks. The front, as you can see, in terms of the paint, is in excellent condition. There
Price
is
bill.
some. Are we good?
Price bill. You didn't give me the price bill.
Oh, I thought I said 35. Sorry, $35.
You got it, sir. You got it. Thank you.
There is some kind of strange paint loss on the back. It's not like the paint has flecked off. It's more. It actually maybe is a little calcification because it clearly was used as a planter at one point. She's not super dirty on the inside, but you can see the mineral lines. But I'm just going to give you a close-up on her because she is pretty spectacular. And, I don't know why Goldilocks is holding a book called Three Little Bears. I would think if she read about the Three Little Bears, she would have not gone into their home. But anyway, she was still probably hungry. I love this little grouping of flowers that she's holding. And look at her braids. She has braids for days. Look at those braids. like whose hair really grows that long and thick? I don't know. I guess you got to be a fairy tale princess, right? And her face. Look at that.
She came in pretty hot there, Bill. She came into the screen pretty fast. Oh my gosh.
She's gorgeous though. Everybody deserves to see her. She's so good.
Wait till you see her
later. Yeah, she's super good. She does have her NAPCO 1956 stamp on the bottom. She no longer has a sticker. And with this fairy tale series, for some reason, the boys in the series don't have their names on the bottom. But from what I've seen, all the girls do. And correct me, Amy, there are 2 sizes for the planters, right?
Yeah, there's a lot. I think you have the larger of the
larger one.
The smaller of the 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's 2 sizes for, yeah.
So she is 7.5 inches tall, and there is a smaller one.
Yeah,
there are salt and pepper shakers.
Like about 4.5, 5.
So there are salt and pepper shakers and the cookie jars. I don't know if there's anything.
There's figurines as well.
Figurines, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, so I see some bids, so I'm going to count it down. So now is the time to get your bid or your just in case in on Little Old Goldilocks. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Bill, can you answer that real quick again?
Yeah. So, Keith, just in case is an option that we offer in case there's an item that you really, really want. During the countdown, if you're already an active bidder, you can let us know what the highest amount you would be willing to spend is by typing the words J or the letters JIC with that high amount, just like William did right before the bid end. So William was willing to spend up to $138 on this, but he doesn't need to because we don't charge you the just in case price necessarily. We bid you up $1 over the next highest bid or the next highest just in case. And in this case, because William had already the highest bid at 60, William is the winner at 60. But if someone else had a bid at 60 and William had his just in case of 138, he would have claimed it for $61. How is that?
Perfect. And Bill, thank you. Thank you. And Keith, thank you for asking. You guys have any questions? Also, if you have any questions about the sale, consider putting it in all caps and using some kind of maybe little like maybe a little avatar, maybe just a little like emoji or something. It'll catch our eye. All right, Amy.
And we do have a lot of helpful people down in the chat too. If we miss your question or we can't answer it right away, we do have a lot of people in the chat that are able to help out answer things as well. So I have 24, Jason.
All right.
All right. So I have not had the pleasure of bringing an Elizabeth Gordon book to a live sale. I think last year was the last time. I look for them constantly, but I never find them. So I'm starting with the inside because this illustration alone is just amazing. Now, before I get into the book, the cover is really not that, I don't know. She does a lot more exciting covers for her books. This one was a little bit later in the series. I'm not sure. So we've got the Indian corn folks on the front, and this is all about fruits and vegetables, Mother Earth's children. She did flower babies and other kinds of illustrations, but they're very pixie-esque, very anthropomorphic, and this book dates to 1914, so it's pretty antique, I would say. Now keep that in mind as you're looking at these illustrations, because for 1914 these kinds of illustrations are pretty wild, I think. They're very imaginative. If you like anthropomorphic things, you're going to be a fan of Elizabeth Gordon if you've never heard of it before. So I marked a couple of pages. I'm not going to go through the whole book. I don't want to spend too much time, but I want to show you some of my favorites that are in here. The button mushroom. So each one of them has an illustration and then a little poem to go with the bottom. So the button mushrooms went to play with the small puff balls one bright day. They had such heaps of glorious fun, but all ran home at set of sun. So it's just like they're fascinating. And the last time that I ran across this book, it was falling apart. So sadly, I did not pick it up, but we've got the spinach, and then we've got the wild strawberry girl. So kind of reminds me of Cupies, kind of reminds me of Pixies. And then there's also some very stylized lady illustrations in here. We've got On Dive, and the Carrot Ladies love to go to church on Sundays in a row. And tall or short, each lady fair wears a green feather in her hair. I love that one so much. So if you guys like poetry, if you like anthropomorphic stuff, you're going to really enjoy looking at the illustrations in this book. And all of her books are fantastic if you can ever come across them. I look for them all the time. The Flower Children is my favorite one. I think that was the one that I had last year. But this one is Chicory and Fig are those two. So these are all kind of fruits and vegetables and herbs are kind of the illustrations in here. The blackberry and the carrageen. What's that, Bill? Carrageen? Carrageen. Carrageen.
I don't know. It's fiber. That's what it is.
Is there zucchini in there?
There
Amy,
is zucchini. There is. I didn't mark the zucchini, but it's in here. I really like this one, the caraway seeds. Definitely looks like a Kewpie. And then we've got Mrs. Peach and her little peach babies. Super cute. I don't think I marked zucchini, but it is in here. We've got Miss Cotton and Miss Orange. Love these. They're like little fruit and vegetable pixies. I just have a couple more. This one's pretty good if you like Halloween. The Pumpkin Children, so the little jack-o'-lantern and pumpkin children, and Jack Frost here. Really good depiction of Jack Frost. And I have one more. Sir English Walnut, pompous fat, is quite a great aristocrat. His family is very old. They lived in Bible times, we're told. And then the little popcorn children over the fire. So
I love that.
So that's the last one. As I'm counting down, I will look for the zucchini because it is in here. I see Wings is in at 30. Thank you so much. Again, it's from 1914 is the published date on it. They did do some later publishing of the book, but this is the first. This is the first edition. All right. So we're going to count it down. Wings is at 30. So we're looking for 31 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Found with cucumber.
Those taters were frightening, Amy.
The potatoes. Yeah, they were something.
God.
All right.
Woo.
I see
I
some
love this
pieces
so much.
there right at the end. And I haven't found zucchini. So MJ had a just in case of 34. Dusty Moose had a just in case of 68, but Wings put in a just in case of 100. So Wings, you are the lucky winner at $69. Congratulations. I hope you have fun looking at the illustrations in here. If you've not seen it before, thank you so much.
Hello, Soul Nate. It's so good to see you. If you guys are not following him and Katie of Vintage and Vinyl, let me tell you, you're missing out. They have a fun jewelry sale almost every single Saturday night. So make sure you're following them and you'll be clued into their live sales. And my camera is fuzzy, so bear with me. $20 on my next item. And I have an interesting piece of tollware. Okay, so it's tollware and glass. So I believe that this is Italian. Okay, and I also believe it's from the 1960s. Now, in my research, the finial has been replaced, okay? But the finial, I think, is period correct. You can kind of see when I flip it here, you can kind of see where there was a hole. It's supposed to have a metal rose, I think, on the top of it, okay? But let me just show you the very ornate thin glass work. Now, that's not etched. That's actually in it, okay? And I do believe that it is Italian glass. So you have all that great, like, lace style effect to it, and that's the thin glass top. And then here, this is actually like screwed in to the metal, okay? And it's a really, really unique piece. I was thinking, actually, Tina found this when she brought it home. We were thinking how great this is going to be, you know, to use in your spring decor through the summer, especially with the roses. So the base is all the kind of the metal that is bent, and it looks like roses. And of course, you see the petals. It is painted, and I believe that it is Italian. Okay. It's not stamped anywhere. Some of them had little hang tags back in the day. The little hang tag, if it was on here, it is missing. So $20 if anybody's interested. It is a little covered candy dish. You can see, look at that lattice scroll work. Let me see if I can put my paper in there. Maybe we can do that. There you go. Now you guys can see that great scroll work all the way around. Again, I think this is really, really interesting. Jason, I'm bringing my Pink Harold Gale Santa for the sale this Tuesday. Okay. All right. Then I will make sure that I can't believe you're bringing him this time of the year, but okay. All right. And hello, Heather. Good to see you. If you guys are not following Heather of Antiques Agenda, please do. And of course, Ariana at the Withering Cottage. Together, this measures just about 7 inches tall and about 6 inches wide. So it is this cute little dainty piece of glass. You guys could, fill this up with butter bits or any, little after dinner mints, and then you could serve all your guests. I thought this would be cute if you guys did like a rose garden theme or anything like that. And again, there's no damage to the bottom. The paint is in really, really good condition. It's just this thin tin tollware that, and again, I believe it's Italian from the 1960s. So if I can show you guys without the glare, it seems to be a gnarly glare here on my glass. Well, I didn't get fooled for April Fools, but I did right now. Thank you, Ariana. Oh, that's
I'm upset because I was looking forward to outbidding Jason on that.
No, I don't know why you have to hurt all the time, Bill. So there we go. Now you guys can see the fun lattice work all the way around. Again, I think this is a really unique piece. I've never had a piece of toll like this that has the glass, attached to it. Plus, you could actually use it as a little fairy light if you wanted to. So the only thing that is not original is the finial is glued on, but I think the finial is period correct. But I'm not seeing any interest. That's okay. It was $20. I believe it's 1960s tollware, and I do believe that the glass, and I do believe the whole piece is Italian. Okay, so we will bring it back into recap, and we'll get you going, Bill. How much, sir?
$22, Jason. And while I do have a fairy tale inspired theme tonight, I didn't forget the glass and the pottery people. I have a beautiful piece of Fenton. I'm just imagining this was sitting on like the dresser of a fairy tale princess. And, we were joking last week that Jason and I are obligated to bring some Fenton because we have a contract with Fenton to sell, which we don't. But this is a really lovely piece of ruffled silver crest. Look at that in the center, though. Look at all that pink goodness on the center of the piece. It's really, really nice. I'm just looking for the size right now. It's 6.25 inches tall. And this is what Fenton calls their beaded melon vase. So you can see the beading and then this melon look. And clearly it's ruffled, it's silver crest, and it's in great condition. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. The base is beautiful. There aren't any chips or cracks in all of that gorgeous ruffleness. And actually, when you see it, if you have it low enough, you're going to see all the cased pink glass on the inside wherever you display it. It's super, super pretty. Little size comparison next to my head. I always like to put a little black behind the white glass. Just so, so pretty. Yeah, so this is my fairy tale glass for the night. Imagine that it's in one of the big castles that the princesses live in.
It reminds me of Cinderella when you look at it.
Say her carriage, kind of like Cinderella's carriage almost.
Oh yeah, or to me I was seeing a little dress here, so it kind of looked like. Actually, it looks like to me the the style of the Queen of Hearts dress. But anyway, so there is a bid. I'm going to go ahead and count it down. If anyone else is interested in a little nice piece of Fenton, beautiful silver crest, in the beaded melon pattern. Oh, and by the way, I should say these do come in a lot of other colors if you were interested in the collection. And some of them actually have hand-painted flowers on the melon sections, which are also quite lovely. So there are a lot of other variations of this particular vase, including a tulip vase, where it's not as ruffled. Well, it's actually, they call it a tulip, but it actually looks like the Jack in the Pulpit, where the back of it is pushed up and the front of it kind of cascades down. So if you were trying to start a collection, that's what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of opportunities with a with a style like this beaded melon, because there are lots of different variations of it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and count it down. Hello, Mary. Good evening. So we're looking for 23 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Cinderella's coach. Yes, I agree. So just waiting for the bid end, and there it is. So Glam Hannon, congratulations. This beauty is coming to you for $22. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy.
All right. $40 start, Jason, before I show the item. I didn't find zucchini, but I did find eggplant and summer squash. So
Okay.
I didn't find zucchini, but I will leave that to...
Well, zucchini is a summer squash, technically.
That's true.
It's covered.
Okay. I was very lucky to find this. This is a very hard to find Joseph Originals from the Buggy Bug line. And this is a ladybug. And the actual name of this piece is called the, where's it at? The Dirty Louse. Dirty Louse is the actual name of it. There's no chips on it. There's just, see that dot right there? There's a teeny tiny little piece of paint loss on that one spot, but otherwise really good condition. These are super collectible. I don't find these. I have been lucky to find a bee this year, and the last Buggy Bug that I found, I think, was probably 4 or 5 years ago. So they just don't come around very often. There is a whole collection I will show you in my Joseph book. Some of them, they don't have them all in there, but they do have little applied metal antenna, and there is cold paint. So the yellow that you're seeing is the cold paint, and the black is also cold painted. He does have, under that wingy there, he does have his Joseph Original foil sticker, and also the little Joseph Japan sticker there on the bottom. So measurement for it does measure 3.5 by 2 1/4. So that is the size there. If you ever come across the queen bug, she is she's pretty collectible and probably the hardest to find out of all of them. So I'm going to show you. This book is not, the only thing I don't like about these guidebooks is they don't have everything in here. But there is, here are some of the other ladybugs in that series. There you can see the dirty louses on the end, and then they've got some of the other ones there in the center. There's some of the bees up there, and then there's some of the little snails there at the bottom. But there's quite a few more in that series that are not pictured there either. So all very collectible and hard to find. I do have some ladybug things tonight as well. Kind of ladybugs and pixies, I guess, was my theme of the evening tonight. So I see Miss Melissa Black is in at 50. Thank you so much. And Jill is in at 52. So we're looking for 53 or more. I am going to count it down. So if you're bidding, you're welcome to use that just in case during the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I like that she's got a little bit of an attitude. I like it.
Very angry.
I know.
I know folks that look like that when they haven't had their coffee in the morning.
I look like that before I have any coffee. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, lots of just in cases in play there. At the end, Melissa had a just in case of 65. Jill had a just in case of 70. But Tracy West put in a just in case of 79. So for 71, Tracy, Buggy Bug is coming to you. Thank you so very much.
Thank you all for hanging out with us. If you are not subscribed to everybody here on the channel, we put everybody's links down below. Please make sure you give everybody a follow. We would all greatly appreciate it here on YouTube and over on Instagram. So $12, and I have a little unique piece of jewelry. It is a little pendant. Hopefully she focuses. Now, I've done a lot of research on this piece, okay? Come on, camera, focus. Now, it is on a heavily lacquered piece of wood. It is described that the application of the goddess is celluloid. I cannot confirm that it is, and I don't know why my camera doesn't want to focus, but it is this gorgeous lacquered piece of wood with the harvest goddess. It is the goddess, it is the harvest goddess, and she's picking grapes. And I don't know why my camera is doing this to me tonight. So it is in very good condition. The necklace part measures about 18. The pendant measures just about, let me see if I can put,
Do you have I was just going to say, do you have a piece of paper?
Yeah, God forbid, the technology is not my friend. Here we go. Let's hold it like this. So there you guys, there it is. Now you guys can see better the detail. The pendant itself measures about 1.5 inches long. The one I found was on a darker piece of wood. This is like on a lacquered oak style piece of wood, and I cannot exactly find the era of which this was created. But again, it depicts the harvest goddess, and she is picking grapes, as you guys can see. Did that focus all right for you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It looks good. Okay. It looks good.
Yeah.
And the pendant itself, sorry, I can't see. Everybody that has sold one of these on another platform has said that it is celluloid. I can't confirm that, but I have to tell you that it does sort of mimic celluloid, but I'm not confident enough to tell you that it is. So it also glows. If I can get it to stop spinning, it glows green like uranium. So as I hit it there, you can see, you can see that it does glow. If I, God, it's like I'm blind here.
Go more to the right.
There we go. So it does glow green. There you go. You can see the glow factor. So it probably is the lacquer that they used on it that's allowing that to glow in green. So thank you for all the bids. I see Wings in at 12. I see Lillian in at 13. I see Laura in at 15. But again, if you're looking for a unique piece that glows, this will glow under your black light. There you go. You guys can get a good glimpse of it. So I just thought it was really unique. I thought it was a real fun piece if it stops moving. And again, I can't exactly tell you how old it is, but everyone who was selling one kept saying that they felt it was celluloid. So that's the best I can do. I like to tell you guys who may have created it, the exact era. If I had to guess, I would believe that this is probably from the 1960s. So
how long is the chain on there, Jason?
The chain is about 18 inches. So the chain is roughly about 18 inches, and the piece, I don't know why my camera is doing that. And the piece itself is about 1.5 inches. It's about 1.5 inches. So there you guys can go. I was going to take a picture of it and actually show you a picture of it, but I thought my camera would work. So there we go. Now it's focused so you guys can see. Sorry it's crooked. Sorry for the amateur effect to it, but you guys can see, and it's beautiful in person. So Jameen is in at 16. Thank you so much. We're looking for 17 or more. Let's go ahead and do a countdown on this. We are doing just in case for active bidders, and we'll count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And again, she is the goddess of harvest. And it depicts her actually in the grape garden. She's picking grapes. I think it's a gorgeous scene. I had never seen one before. So there's our bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. With everybody's bids, Wings was the first one in with a just in case. And since Paula had a just in case, had a 25, Wings, you get it for $25. Thank you so much, and congratulations. And Lillian, your 26 did come in after the bid end. All right, Bill.
All right, $20, Jason, and I have another lady. I'm bringing a lot of ladies tonight, and I have one that's not fairy tale specific. She could fit in a lot of different fairy tales, or in your Valentine's or Easter collection, or just in a beautiful spring or summer collection. She is also a planter, and she is in very good vintage condition. She doesn't have any chips or cracks, but she does have some paint loss. Her bodice, as I can tell from the back, at one time was pink. You can see that back there. She also was significantly used as a planter. You can see the calcification on the inside. And believe it or not, there was a plant in here for a long time because there's actually some mineral deposits on the top as well. She is interesting because I've tried for a while. She's an undisclosed manufacturer. Nobody knows who made her. Everybody who lists her has tried to research her, can't find out. You do?
Well, I suspect by the way that her face is painted that she's UCADCO.
Yeah, even in I have her in a catalog and it says undisclosed manufacturer. So yeah, let's look at her face for a minute. How perfect is that mouth? I'm having Jason's.
UCADCO is pretty famous for doing the swoopy eyelashes and the heart mouth.
How pretty is she?
That's my theory.
Very Gone with the Wind style, Bill.
She does,
well,
yeah.
They all call her the Southern Belle.
Okay.
Whether or not that's her actual name, I don't know. But she's super, super pretty. Hi, Katie. Katie's here.
And Katie loves a good kitschy face. She is the queen of the best faces of vintage on anything that she has. I'm telling you.
And while Katie likes a good kitschy face, I like a good flat-backed planter. And I say it all the time.
Okay.
She can fit in places where your larger planters can't fit. And she has this really interesting pose. You see how she's moving, kind of her torso is pointed forward. So she gives you a lot of dimension. There's a lot here in this little lady. And yes, Patty Rose, I love her little shoe looking out from under her dress. I always look for that in my planters. And she is 6.75 inches tall. Just a sweet little planter that obviously you could use for lots of other things. But because she's flat back, she does have a rather oval shaped planting surface. So I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. Active bidders can use it just in case. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
And Bill, she's pale pink all the way around, right?
She is. She
Okay.
is. I mean, her bodice should be, but as you can see, you know, a lot of it's gone to the ages, gone to time.
Very Easter. Very
Yeah,
Easter.
that's what I mean. She was in my, you know, she didn't make the cut because I don't have any room left.
Poor girl.
I know. It's tough to be a planter in my house. Thank you for the bid, and Karen. Katie, with your bid of 30, this goes to Glam Hannon with her just in case of 55 for $31. Thank you both for your bids.
All right, Miss Amy.
All right, $14, Jason. I geek out whenever I find these, and I don't find them very often. So it's something I found this in January of all times, and I was like, well, I got to get this because I just don't see it. And actually, the last one of these I had was also a Vons catalog, although the one that I had before was from 1909 or something. It was significantly older. This one is from 1950. So their 74th year in business, and they're, you know, it's got some wear to it. It's not like super perfect shape. Okay. But my gosh, if you're an ephemera person or, any kind of flower person, you're going to love this. I love looking through these. I could spend hours looking through these in the illustration. So, there's a couple little extra bits in here that I wanted to show you. So there's, a little information in the front about Vons seeds, you know, that sort of thing in the front. But let's get back into the flowers, new flowers and specialties. So that, oh gosh, this one's not my favorite, but I want to get to the photography and the colors in here, especially like we're coming into spring and summer and just dreaming about all the pretty flowers that are going to be in bloom, and definitely has a very 50s feel to the way that the photography is done. Look at the pansies. So pretty. And great ephemera. I don't know. Like, I would probably be okay if, you know, some of these pieces framed or crafted with. I love the snapdragons. So fun. I love the illustration styles, like over the years, comparing the one that I had before that was much older. and just as stunning to see the different kind of flowers in here. So there's a chunk of color photographs, and here's a fun little extra bit in the center. You get the actual envelope where you could mail in your order form. So that's in the center there. But this spread right here is, look at the giant pansies. I love that. That one right there is so good. I mean, you could scrapbook with these, do whatever you wanted with them. So there's all sorts of color photos that are in here. And then when you get toward the back, it switches to black and white, where you're looking more at your vegetable seeds and berries and that sort of things are toward the back. Rhubarb, parsnips. Oh, I love parsnips. Roasted in the oven.
What's great about this for people who love gardening is that this was largely before there were lots of hybrid varieties. So you're actually seeing old varieties. And a lot of times, because I have a couple of these catalogs, you see names that we no longer use for the same flower. You see these kind of like vintage, olden times names of flowers, which is really fun.
There's also a big section here in the back where you can order other gardening things like hoses and sprayers and weed killer, all that sort of thing. Like we've got rodent traps and sorts of fun stuff. I love to look at that sort of thing in the back. I like
a lot of
to
it's
do that
illegal
with
today.
the Christmas catalogs too. And then on the very back page, you can see that there's a little separation on the back cover. And then it tells you how to order your seeds. But it's cool that that's still in there because, I mean, it seems to me that they probably didn't ever order anything because it's still in there. Again, from 1950, it does measure 8 by 10.5. All right, so that's the size there. I see Jameen is in at 14. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 15 or more. I'm going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I love those giant morning glories.
It's
That
fun
wasn't
to see
cheap.
the flowers people don't plant
It's
anymore
really
either. Like a lot of these flowers are out of fashion, which is fun to see.
And that wasn't a cheap catalog to print all that in color, although I'm
All
sure
that
they
color.
had
No,
to.
over half of it is color printed, which I think is pretty fascinating. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. So, Miss Jameen, I believe this is your very first purchase from me. So congratulations. Do make sure and email me your information. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Karen G. And thank you, Kim, for being our mods tonight. Thank you so much. And my camera, I don't know what its problem is. So I have a planter tonight, and it's going to start at $18. So this actually mimics McCoy, although it's not McCoy. It's actually made by Price Imports or Price Ceramics. And I love this guy. I thought this guy would look so good in your decor. I mean, he is just a dapper, happy frog, and he's a nice sized one. And he's actually posing and hoping to be Mr. August. That's what he's going for. He wants to be Mr. August in the reptile, because I think frogs are reptiles, in the reptile calendar for 2025. That's what he's going for. So if anybody's interested, thank you, Melissa. I see you're 18. We're looking for 19 or more. He's in very good condition. Like I showed you, he does have his original tag on the bottom. He is painted all the way around, and he actually does mimic McCoy. If you actually Google him, they did such a good job that the McCoy frogs will come up. So he was used. I don't know why somebody would use a planter. I did clean some dirt out of him. Nothing from Bill. But again, he would look really neat in your summer display. If you guys even, planted some kind of, flowers in him for summer, I just think he's really neat. You can see that his stomach here, it is like a buttery yellow. Then it fades into like a cream, and he's deep in thought right here with his, his little arm up there. And then again, he's striking a pose. And then again, they have it painted here for his little webbed feet there in the back. He fully measures about 8 inches wide. So like I said, he's a pretty large planter, 8 inches wide. He's about 5 inches tall. Hello, Cute Fluff. Good to see you. Oh, amphibians. You are right. And again, there is the void or the little slot in there. And again, the way he is painted actually mimics the McCoy pieces. So if you wanted, I guess, a 1960s version of a McCoy knockoff, he would probably be it. So when Tina brought him home, I actually thought he was McCoy, but then again, right there is the little sticker on the bottom. And I actually like the sticker too. So, but we'll count him down. We're looking for 19 or more. We are in at 20 right now. And if you are an active bidder, you can use just in case. No chips, no cracks, no issues to report. We'll count him down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, Nicole. I see you're 19, so we're looking for 20 or more. No chips, no cracks. Maybe just some, weird mold things because of when he was made, but no, nothing major. But he actually is knockoff. I'm just going to say he's knockoff McCoy from the 60s. So there's our bid in. Thank you so much. Nicole had a just in case, so did Melissa. But Trendolin came in with that steady 30. So congratulations, Trendolin. He's yours for $30. Nicole, your 31 did come in after the bid end. Thank you all for all those bids. Thank you very much. All right, Bill.
Choice at $8, Jason.
Okay.
And Amy's got me thinking about vegetables now. So I'm going to bring these little guys. I have 3 little mice. Now, they're not blind, but they live in this fairy tale world that I am building today. And they are these adorable little Homeco mice, each holding an object that is edible. This little guy has a carrot, as you can see. Super cute. Let me see if I can deal with the super cute face. And these are all made by our favorite company. Does anyone want to sing the song?
Put it in your home.
Homeco. And they all do have their little Homeco stamps on the bottom. So the first choice is the little dude in the orange overalls eating the carrot. I just think their faces are awesome. The second one, probably my second favorite vegetable. This little guy's got an ear of corn. And look, he's got some stuff down in his overalls too, because one ear of corn is never enough. Right, Jason?
Never.
So this little guy, I think he also has his home. I think all 3 still have their Homeco stickers. Yeah, they are there with a little Homeco mark in really great condition. I don't have any condition issues. And because they're mice, the third one decided he wasn't going full vegetarian. This guy has a little piece of cheese.
That's my mouse right there.
Yeah. And he is in ecstasy right now. He's got his eyes closed because the cheese is almost close to his mouth. He's got his blue overalls on. His tail's tucked right around the front of his overalls. Super cute. So they're a little mouse family out in the garden, out in the dairy areas of the farm, just kind of having their best meal ever.
Gosh, I love these. You don't, when it comes to Homeco, you don't see these all that often, these little guys. At least I don't.
Yeah, I didn't know they existed. And this is a second set for me because obviously I keep the vegetable things. And so when I saw a second set, I was like, wow, I found another one. How lucky for me. 3.25 inches tall. No, I think radish is number 3, Patty. My favorite vegetable will always be the mighty potato. I think it goes potato, corn, radish, probably.
Very starch.
There ain't a vegetable I don't love.
Very starch, though, Bill. Both of those, 2 of those. Is
very judgmental the way that you said it, Jason. Very judgmental.
Slight judgment. I don't know if it's such on the starch side. Is it really I guess it is a true vegetable.
Says the man who would drink cheese with a straw.
I would, and I have.
I would too. Yeah.
I would. Yeah. I've drank syrup. I've drank syrup with a straw.
All right. I don't think there's no interest. We'll move along and they'll come back at the recap.
Oh gosh.
All right, Amy.
I can't imagine drinking syrup in a straw.
Oh, it was good.
No. 28, Jason.
That was good.
All right.
We'll do it next week.
Great. I can't wait. So usually the pixies that we see are very, most of them are Christmas oriented or everyday. This guy, I have never come across him in the wild before, and he is made by Lefton. And he's got his little watering can. He's all ready to get the garden in order. And I will say that there is a coordinating pixie that goes with this one that's carrying a little gold bucket. I just found him by himself. He does not have the left-in sticker present there anymore. It would have been on the foot. It still is numbered there on the bottom. Really, there's no chips, no repairs. There's just a couple little blips of paint loss in the cold paint in between the feet. So I'm not sure if it was like on something and it just got scratched. Not really sure how the paint loss occurred there. There's a couple little tiny pinpoint scratches on the elbow. But the watering can is gold, cold painted. The paint on there is really nice. And on the back side, really nice as well. There's maybe just a little scratch up here on the back of the hat. I'm being kind of nitpicky here. And then he's got a little gold painted feather in his cap. But I also thought, because the opening of the watering can is there, how cute would it look if you just stuck some flowers in there? So I will include the little flocked millinery flowers because I thought it looked cute in there. So it's not like I don't have a plethora of them, so I can share every once in a while. So he's ready for springtime. Measurement for him, he does measure 4 1/4 inches tall by about 2 inches wide. All right, so that's the sizing for him. Nice tall little pixie. I see Verlaine was in at 28, and Miss Ariana, hello, is in at 32. So we're looking for 33 or more. I am going to count it down, all right, so we can keep it moving, you guys. So you're welcome to put in those just in case bids during the countdown if you're an active bidder. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I love that word too, Kim. Plethora.
He is so cute. He's got big old feet too.
He does. All right, there is the bid end from Miss Karen. Thank you so much. All right, so Ariana did put in it just in case, but she didn't need it. Pixie Friend is coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so, so much.
All right, guys. My next item, it is going to start at $20. It does have a condition issue. So it's kind of a major condition issue, but I still think it's worth $20. So it is a book, and the book is from 1895. Before I show it to you, please note that part of the spine, the outside, is missing, and it does allow the front and back covers to seem to be a little bit loose, okay? But I don't know if you're going to do a ton of flipping through it. You can. I'm actually feeling like I'm holding like an antique version of the internet. This is Around the World. It was a publication from the late 1800s, and it depicts photography, early photography from all over the world. Okay, so again, this was the internet before there was an internet. Outside of that, it's in very good condition. Usually these older books around the turn of the century, if they have the gold gilding, that means they were a higher grade, a higher quality book. Thank you, Dusty. I see you in at 20. The woman on the front reminds me of almost like a Lady Liberty style woman. I couldn't figure out what her name is, but I do know that she has one of those old style View Masters that would have, they would have had some of these on glass slides in this era, and then they would have been able to show. And then this was what I have learned is to be one of the first world books that shows you the other parts of the world as they were starting to be photographed. So again, you can see it is Around the World. It was published in 1895. It is published from a British publisher, and the fellow's name is George Newtons, and he's actually he's noted for being one of the first journalists, okay? And then he later became a publisher. So he is actually known and is credited for popular journalism. At least that's the bit that I learned of him. So Jameen, thank you so much. The book measures about 13.5 by about 11. So 13.5 by 11. And I did bookmark a few pages, but I want to make sure to be very careful. Of course, it's all in black and white. Some of the ones around the world, it did intrigue me, but it did intrigue me to show you some of the and I used cards, so just bear with me, some of the pictures of the United States. So there's Philadelphia. There's Philadelphia. So, and again, just remember that spine is a little loose. So that is what you're dealing with. So you will have to flip through it very carefully. I really enjoyed the 1800s version of the White House. So there's the White House. You can see Washington, D.C. And then that picture actually shows Chicago. So right here is Chicago. There is the White House. And again, note the spine. It is not separated. The cover is not separated. But if you aren't careful, you could have a situation. So let me get my cards out of here. Here is Amsterdam. Amsterdam, just a couple of the different countries I will show you very quickly. So we're looking for 22 or more. I wish the spine wasn't doing that, but I was just pleased to find this book. Here is Monte Carlo. I love the cover of it. I think the cover would make a great coffee table book. So there's a gorgeous picture of Monte Carlo. If the book was to fall apart for some reason, I'm sure you could easily use these pictures and frame them if you wanted to. Here's Naples, a little bit of Italy. And again, remember all of these pictures that are in black and white and are part of this book, they are from the late 1800s. There is maybe one or two little rips on the pages, but the book is in overall good condition. It doesn't have any weird smells or any weird stains. Here's St. Paul. I love the fact that they actually showed St. Paul. A little bit of Minnesota. So there you have it. And I'll let the new owner give it a good look, see when they get it. Again, it is around the world. Look at that depiction of the globe. The graphic on this is in very good condition, but sad, some of the cover is torn off. So there you can see what's left of it. But
I'm glad you rescued it.
Well, I am too. And it's in, I'll tell you, you get all these cards out of here. What I enjoyed was just the cover. I think that would look really neat if you guys decorated, in some Victorian era things, very turn of the century, late 1800s. And again, the book is from 1895. Other than that, it's in very good condition. So let's go ahead and count it down. We are doing just in case for active bidders. We are at 21, looking for 22 or more. We'll count down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You are so white. You are so white. You're so right, Whistle Robin. A bookbinder, they could definitely fix that if you wanted to. And I think the book would be worth putting money in to fix it. So I see you're just in case, Dusty Moose. There is the bid end. Jermaine, your 60 just in case did come in after the bid end. With your bid of 21, it goes to Dusty Moose for $22. Thank you so much and congratulations. All right, Bill.
So Karen Gillette reminded me I needed to go to my basement to find another. Did I miss something? People keep saying I missed something.
Oh, yes, Bill. The watering can pixie has been gifted to you.
Shut up.
I get to hand deliver it to you. Yay.
Who won it?
Ariana.
Ariana, that wasn't necessary. Thank you. I don't have that one. I have the bucket guy, though.
Oh, you do? Yay.
I actually looked when I was going down to the basement. I need to go to the basement again now. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, that's so nice. All right. Continuing in my fairy tale, I love this thing. I wish I had a place for this. $22, Jason. Okay. I have a framed piece, and it's Old Mother Hubbard's shoe. At least that's what I think it is. There's a big like the mother goose tail, but look at all of these little ones in here. All these little naked kids in here. It's so cute. The ones are swimming. They're going down the slide into the pond. I mean, it's just adorable. I just need everybody to see it because there's so many different cute parts to it. Look, the little one hanging on the shutter. And then they're doing their laundry. Actually, the little one down there in the window is doing the laundry. And then they're up at the top hanging it up. Look at this little one helping the other one climb up. I mean, it's just so sweet. There's one up in the tree looking at a little nest of birds. It's just so super sweet. This one's playfully pulling the towel off this one. It's just a cute, cute piece. I believe it's a print. It is framed in a very rustic sort of frame. Nails are holding it in the back. It does have a hanger, and it is 14 inches long and 11 inches from top to bottom. Yes, I agree. It is perfect for me, a watering can. I love it. I love it. It's so sweet. There's a little one blowing bubbles next to the pond. Do you see that? They've got like a little straw and they're blowing bubbles. I think it's so cute. So this is old Mother Hubbard, right?
Oh, no. This is a soap ad. This is a soap ad. That goose is a soap. I knew I saw this before. I sold this before. I'm drawing a blank of the company. This is an advertisement. That goose, the goose there at the bottom, there's a soap company. Somebody in the chat has to remember. This is from the 30s promoting soap.
But it is Mother Goose story. So it's probably emerging.
That's it. Swan soap. Thank you so much, Courtney. It is. It's Swan soap. That's exactly what this is. And this was one of their. Yeah, well, it was Swan soap. This is what they.
Yeah, with the black over the beak, that would make it.
Yes. Yep. It is. It is Swan soap. It was their advertisement from the 1930s into the 40s, I think. Yep.
1940s.
Yeah, this would have been if the measurement. What are your measurements on this, Bill?
It's 14. It probably wouldn't have been in a magazine because it's longer than it is. It's 14
I think
by 11.
I think this was a promotional giveaway that you sent so many things in for, and then they mailed it to you as a promotion.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what this is. I knew. Sorry, guys, it's been a long day, but I knew that I knew this because I sold this before, Amy. I think I sold this with you last year.
I recognized it too, and I couldn't remember why I recognized it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Courtney. It is. It's Swan soap. Yep.
I think it's super sweet for anyone who has like a kitschy collection and needs something for the back of a bookcase or for a wall.
It's really cute.
I think it's really cute, and it's in great condition. I mean, there's a little wear on the frame. And as you can see, as I said before, they're held in by finishing nails, and clearly there was some tape on the back. But the actual picture itself, I don't see any water stains. I don't see any marks. There are no rips. There are no bends. It just looks so good.
Yeah, this is a really famous ad that it's really collectible too.
So I'm going to start a countdown. So thank you all for your bids. If anyone else is interested, now is the time to get in. My little pixie with the watering can would look really good right over here.
It would.
All right. Active bidders can use it just in case. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Super challenging to show things that are framed with glass fronts.
This is a fun print. Is this what you found in the basement, Bill, for your 13th item?
No, I didn't actually go to the basement. When I got back from where I did go, Karen reminded me that I needed to go.
Gotcha.
No, this was in my preview.
I didn't see it.
Thank you, Courtney. This is yours with your just in case for $24. Congratulations.
All right, Miss Amy.
All right, let's go to Kitsch Town for a moment, shall we? $24, Jason.
All right.
So this is something coming out of my personal collection. I had a lot of kind of summery garden bug pixie things, so I brought him tonight. You will not find one of the larger ones. They did make these in the smaller size as well, but you won't find the larger one right now. So this is a flocked jointed grasshopper. He's flocked. He's kind of that softer plastic, kind of like blow mold, softer plastic, but he is completely flocked. Look at that big old eyeball. So the eyeballs are flocked paper and kind of velvety for the black there. And then he's got little green chenille antenna. You can kind of pose them however that you want. He's got a flocked plastic bow tie. He's wearing like a leaf little grass skirt. Not sure what's going on there. With kitsch like this, you just don't question it. You just nod your head in agreement.
Love it.
And then he's got jointed arms. You can kind of pose him however you want. He's holding a little daisy there. And then he's got these big O feet. And he does have a sticker here on the back. He is made in Hong Kong. He is Lin, Lin, is the manufacturer. Now, he will stand on his own, and I'll show you kind of how he stands. So you use his big O feet, and then he kind of leans back and rests on his thorax. So that's how he stands up there. He stands up really well. I think he's great. Great for spring and summer, especially if you're a kitsch fan like me. You can appreciate this. But they did make smaller ones in different colors of these little grasshopper dudes. But I love him. So he measures, I didn't measure him. I was looking for the measurement and I didn't. I think he's probably, he's about 9.5 inches tall. All right. So that's the size there for him. I know Misty would not be a fan of him because she does not like grasshoppers, but maybe she would give him a pass because he's so darn cute. All right, so we're going to count him down. I see Katie's in at 28. See, Katie gets it. Katie gets the kitsch factor in that. So we're going to count it down. Looking for 29. I see Laura just popped in with a 30. So we're looking for 31 or more, and I am going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
Gosh, I love him.
He's
I think he's so neat.
All right, Katie, I see you're just in case. I see Nikki put in a just in case. And Nikki came, pew pew, right before Karen's bid end. So Nikki put in a 43 bid right before the bid end. So Katie, your 44 came in after the bid end. All right. So Nikki, he is coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, I have a choice round. Hopefully we have some Kewpie lovers in the house, and it's going to be $20 choice. They are both in the 1960s. They are unused. You'll have two to choose from. One is from 1967. One is from 1963, okay? They are the little Kewpie paper doll books. I just think the graphics on these are so great, and they are unused. The pink one does have a little discoloration at the top, but the cellophane is intact. So the first one for you to choose from at $20, they are both made by Artcraft. That's the company that made them. This one measures 14 by 10 3/4. So again, the front part here is the perforated part. So here is your Kewpie that you could have taken out. Here is the back. Here are two other ones. I mean, look at that look at the butterflies flying, the little boy and girl Kewpie. Again, these are fun to just use as your background. If you collect Kewpies, you can put them in your background. So here are some of the attire that they could wear, some of the different dresses, some of the different clothing. So $20 choice if anyone's interested. Here are some more. This one is from 1963 and unused. There's no smell. There's no stains. Again, hopefully we got some Kewpie lovers here with us. Let me see. Let me show you just a few more of the pages because the next one I'm really excited to show you. But here is some more of their attire. So really good 1960s graphics, especially showing the little Kewpie. And here is the last page. So, and again, nothing. What, Amy?
Such cute outfits.
I know. And the best part is I love the colors and the graphics. Thank you so much, Karen. I see you in at 20. So we're looking for 21 or more. This one is the one that has a little discoloration up here at the top. This one is from 1967.
I've never seen that one, Jason.
I found one in blue, but I never found one in pink. So, and someone did the math for us, 1967. It has its original, Kmart, the original Kmart sticker on it. So here's a little cellophane of the little bubble because she's blowing bubbles. And then you have Doodle Dog.
Doodle Dog.
Doodle Dog is present along with the little boy and girl Cupid. This book measures 12.5 by 8.25. Again, here are some more on the back. I love the bubbles. And again, none of them are taken out. And we'll just show you quickly a few. This one's a little bit different. So the dresses would have wrapped around them. So those are just the little dresses that would have wrapped around and then popped into their little feet. Let me see who else and what else can I show you. It seems like there was a lot of dresses and I don't think they gave anything for Doodle Dog to play with. That's what I wanted to check with. No, but they do have a ton of these little kitschy critters, like a little chirping bird. They have a cute little daisy flower, but there is all the attire from the little vests to the little dresses that they wear. And again, I think it's just the front of the little Cupid. This one is from 1967. Again, the little cellophane's still intact. Or you have the earlier version, which is from 1963. So let's go ahead and do a countdown on these. You can take one or two. Thank you so much, Karen. I see you're 20, so we're looking for 21 or more. I see you, Miss Whittle one at 21. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 22 or more. And if you have a bid in, you can use it just in case. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And she has a little maypole there behind her. I don't know if you guys saw that. So she'd be great for your spring display. If you display Cupies, this one's great all year. And we'll just go 1967 or 1963. That's how we will determine the difference. So thank you so much, Karen G, for the bid end. So Karen, you get first choice at 22. Let me know if you want the one.
I don't know how you would pick.
I think they look good together. I put them in, use this one around Valentine's Day and this one at May. But this one is 19. Just put in 60. Oh, she wants them both. Thank you, Karen. Thank you guys for all the bids. Thank you so much. All right, Bill.
Okay, up next, I have this lovely lady. And before I say the price, I just want to show you one little condition issue that she has. She had apparently, I think, a little chip down here. It's what it feels like to me. And it looks like someone, at least what I think happened. It looks like someone color matched and painted over the chip to continue the part of her outfit that you see there. But this is the UNESCO, what is called the Kitten Girl. She still has her little tag on, and she's super, super cute. She is a head vase. So if anyone is interested in this, given that condition issue, I'm going to start her at $54 if anyone's interested. She is super, super sweet. I don't know if there are any others in this line where they're named like that. Amy may know, but I don't know. No. And that's the only marking of her maker there. There is no tag left on the bottom. There may have been one before, but it says Kitten Girl by UNESCO. If it would focus, it says it. And the tag the sticker's in good condition. The top of it there just does have a little bend in it, as you can see. And I'm not going to try to bend it back up. But she's super sweet. Look at how kitschy cute this face is. Actually, both of these faces, right? And look at the glaze on this. The glaze is super, super good. It just kind of glows. And it doesn't appear like she's had a plant life. There's been no plant life here. She's in great condition all around. She has a big old ponytail on the back with a little bit of a bow. And she also is wearing a bow up here in the front, a much bigger bow up here in the front of her hair. And she's a good size too. She is 5.5 inches tall. This is not one I was familiar with. And I've had a head vase or two in my day, including 2 catalogs of them. But she's not one I'd seen before. I did find her online. There are comps for her, but not one that I've seen before.
Those eyelashes, you're right, Kim. Those eyelashes. She is so cute. And that poor cat. The cat's like, please don't squeeze me too hard. Please don't squeeze me too hard.
And the cat has like a little bit of pinkish lavender in the paint. Can you see that? It's really, really pretty in person. And I love her chubby little fingers too on this cat.
There's not very many head vases that are, children. There's babies and there's teens, but there's not really very many like children like that.
Or one where they're holding an animal and not some inanimate object like a fan or flowers. So I think that's pretty cool too. It's just unusual and really, really neat to see. So I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown since we have some interest. If anyone else is interested, now is the time to bid. Oh, does she look like your daughter? Oh, that's so super sweet.
Pretty.
You have a gorgeous daughter. Cute. All right. So we're looking for 55 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. That's interesting, Tracy. Does the blue one have a kitten as well? Or does it have a puppy? It does?
It has a kitten.
It would be fun to know if there was one with a puppy. Wouldn't that be cute? So thank you for the bid end, Karen. Peppermint Patty, congratulations. She is yours.
All right, Miss Amy.
All right. I have a head vase this evening as well. Mine's going to start at $40. And she is of the teen variety tonight. So she is made by a Narco. And I brought her tonight. I'm going to take the daisies out. I brought her tonight because of the lovely flowers that she has scattered throughout her hair. There are a couple other more teen ladies that have just one flower off to the side in the same kind of series. I love her big bouffant and flippy-do hairdo. There's the back side. Really, really nice condition on her. There's no chips. Fantastic details on her. Hopefully we can get her to focus so you can see really lovely red lips, blue eyes, and then the flowers in her hair are pink, blue, and yellow. She is a Narco. She is numbered there on the bottom. Really nice condition. Now, I have said this before with lady head vases. I can only fit my hand so far in the crevasse. All right. So there's some dust down in there. I did my best. I just couldn't get anything like in the corners. So I believe this was just on display. I don't really see any calcification or anything to make it note that she was actually used as a planter. Just probably was on display for quite a long time. All right. So measurement for her is 5 3/4 inches tall to about here. And then she is 4.5 inches wide. She does look like Bridget Bardot. I agree with that for sure. Yeah.
Any crazing on her, Amy?
Any crazing? Yes, there is some crazing present, although it's really not noticeable. Usually it's back in the hair, and that's where I'm seeing it the most. I don't really see any going on her face, if that makes a difference. All right. But it's very small crazing. I'm not going to get any of it to focus on camera, but it is present there. All right. So we're going to count her down. So we are looking for 56 or more. I see Glam Hannah's in at 55. She's a very mod girl. I really like her. We're going to count her down, looking for 56 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I love the squatty face with the big updo.
Yeah, it's not so elongated. She's, yes. I really like
Very
that
60s. I can hear like the Supremes playing in the background.
All right, there's the bid end from Karen. And Verlaine, I'm letting you know that your just in case did come in after the bid end. So Kimmery Ann had a just in case of 68. Peppermint Patty also had a 68, but L Maslow put in a just in case of 80. So with that, just in case, L Maslow is going to take it for $69. And L Maslow, I know that you're a brand new name to me, so please make sure and email me your information right now. That way I can get your pretty lady packed up and invoiced to you on Thursday. Thank you so much.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight on Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday. The first Monday of each month, Amy joins us as a guest. So please make sure you're following everybody here on the screen. We all would appreciate the follow or the subscription. This is, I think, one of my highest items tonight, and it does have patina. It does have some issues, but it is a true antique, okay? This is from the turn of the century. I believe that this is a jewelry box. Of course, you can see jewels on the front. I do believe this is from the late 1800s into the early 1900s, but it was very prominent that this is the way the font and the jewelry boxes were made in the late 1800s. Usually you find these that they are cigar boxes. You'll find a lot of these with the same script or scroll that say cigar that are cigar boxes. I believe this is probably a walnut jewelry box. It does have wear. But again, this is old, and I think it has the right wear. I do not have the key to it. I did try to look really hard at these hinges. Some of the early hinges on the back will have a patent date of 1895. There was some light script that I could see, but I could not make out with my jewelry loop if that's what it said. So there is some wear on the inside, but let me give you some measurements on this. Again, $65. If you guys research some of these old jewelry boxes or cigar boxes, you'll see that I priced it accordingly due to the wear on it. Sorry, I paused there for a second. So it measures about 8 inches wide by about 5 inches long, and then about 3 inches tall here on the side. So again, you can see the wood has a great patina to it for being well over 100 years old. Some of the velvet on the inside is a little worn, but the fact that it's still there still amazes me. So this box is well over 100 and probably 100 and almost probably 140 years old. So again, it's in very good condition. Plus, I think the color is very unique. It is almost like a copper color on the inside. And again, I don't have the key to it. So, but it is an older jewelry box. I thought it would look great if you guys kind of decorate in Victorian era things. If you guys even like the 1920s, the script was kind of prevalent then too. And that is metal. So that is a metal. I'm not sure what style of metal it is. It could be brass, but I do love the sculpt on the front. And there you can see the great patina and coloring to the wood. Again, no damage. There's no splitting to it, which amazes me. Some of the screws are loose, but other than that, I don't have a key. I wish I did, but it definitely would take a skeleton key if you could find one that would fit it. So again, if anybody's interested, it's $65. It is probably from the late 1800s. It is a true antique jewelry box. I can show you the hinges here on the back. Some of the earlier ones did have a patent date back here on the hinges. That was a way that you guys could help.
That would look really cool with like necklaces or pearls like draped over the corners. Use it as a display instead of inside, but like use it as like the outside. If you set it up with the jewels like as the front and then draped it over the corner. That's what I was looking at when you were showing it.
And on the inside, again, just know that there is that wear, but the fact that that's in there still amazes me. So if you guys love those little metal jewelry caskets, again, to find one with this script on the front is a little harder to find. It was actually very difficult to do some research on this because usually this era of box was used as a humidor for cigars, but they also did make a couple of these as jewelry boxes. So I'm not seeing any interest. That's okay. It was $65. Again, it is a true antique jewelry box. You can see it says jewels there on the front. The only wear that you're going to see, which I love because that means this was used a lot to get this style of wear here on the front. Thank you, Dusty. I see you in at 65. Again, if you guys research some of these late jewelry boxes, you'll see that I priced this accordingly, knowing that we didn't have a key, but the hardware is still intact. The only thing that would have made this a higher end jewelry box is sometimes they had some thicker script, they made this a little more ornate. So whomever bought this or had this would have been an expensive jewelry box, but it wouldn't have been the most expensive jewelry box. The no issues with must or smells. There's no issues, but we do have a little deterioration there on the inside, which I actually like. I like it like that. You actually know and you can feel how authentic it is. And if you love, maybe it's also maybe almost the Edwardian era. I'm not too sure. But in my knowledge, especially this in this walnut style box is definitely late 1800s, right there around the turn of the century. So thank you for the bids. Let's count it down. We're looking for 66 or more on the Victorian era, turn of the century jewelry box. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you guys for the bids. Dusty's still in at 65. So we're looking for 66 or more. No major issues, just wear and tear for being well over 100 some years old on the jewelry box. And we're just waiting. There it is. Thank you so much, Karen. Congratulations, Dusty Moose. Oh, wait a second. Yep, Dusty Moose was the first one, so it's coming to you for $65. Congratulations. I know it's going to have a good home. Thank you so much. All right, Bill.
$22, Jason. And because Jason and I often think alike without having to talk about it, I also brought a wooden box tonight. But mine is in the form of a Margaret Holbrook doll or teddy bear suitcase with some beautiful vintage patina. So let me point out the patina first before we talk about these amazing critters on the inside. There is some staining around the edges, so that's not intentional. That's either sun staining or water staining. I don't know. There's a little bit up here as well. So just know that. But I've owned these in the past, never this design. The paper application. So this is a wooden box with a paper application on the top. It is in remarkable condition based on the ones I've had before that always seem to have tears or rips in them or missing parts. There's just tiny little corner issues with the paper on this one. The box on the bottom it's just the wood part. It's blue with some paint loss and some more of that vintage patina. You can really see it on the back. That's probably water or glue. But that is on the back. It has this beautiful blue plastic. I love this colored plastic handle. But I just want to look at these little cuties in the middle for a minute. They have these little flower garland halos on their head. They're just having the time of their life out in the field, surrounded by some of their friends. These little bluebirds up in the corner, a little chick down here, a little bunny. Just would look amazing in the back of a display or even as a riser, but you kind of want to see the bears. The inside is really clean as these go. So it is papered on the inside with some beautiful silver star material. Margaret Holbrook does have a signature in here, right under the screws for the hinges. So it is an official Margaret Holbrook doll case or bear case, depending on what you want to use it for. And it's a great size just to kind of store some things in, carry some things in, give to a little girl or boy to carry their toys in. It's 12 inches long and 9 inches from top to bottom. Super, super fun. Really good hinges. No problem with the hinges.
Gosh, these are so hard to find, Bill.
Well, for me, I mean, when I saw this one, because I've had the one with the town image a lot, and then there's one with deer, I think, that I've had a bunch. But this, I didn't know they had this bear one, and I think it's super cute. Or is it the train? The train one.
I was going to say, I think we sold one with a train.
There's a train and there's a boat. There's one with animals on a boat too.
Yep.
But I love these bears. They are super, super cute. Little big pink bows. Yes. So I'm going to start a countdown. Thank you all for your interest. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
They almost look like kind of like hippie bears. Do you know what I mean? Like they got the little flower
Yeah,
power.
they're flower children, little flower children.
Are.
I love it.
You just want to squeeze them and hold those little bears and hang out with them. Like
I love it when the bears have these sort of ears. The kitschy bears have these round ears. I love it. So there is the bid end. Thank you, everyone, for your bids. So, Nicole, you have the highest bid at 30. Congratulations. This is coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy.
All right, 28, Jason. And I'm almost through all my items that I picked up in Iowa when I was there at the end of January. I still had this guy hanging out, and I think I have a couple Christmas things that I'll be hanging on to. But this is an Occupied Japan, and it is a little pixie riding on a praying mantis. Now, I will say that there is a whole series of these guys. And this one, for whatever reason, I've never come across it in the wild. The other ones in the series for these, there's a stag beetle, a snail, a butterfly, a ladybug, and a frog. Those are the ones that I've seen. And I had never seen this guy. I've never run across him before. So I had to bring him home from Iowa because if you're collecting these, this one is a little bit harder to find than some of the other ones. Now, so it's marked Occupied Japan on the bottom, and that 543 sticker was like a collector's catalog numbering sticker. There were some other pieces in this person's booth that had that same kind of numbering thing on the bottom. So that's why I suspect that that's what it was. Maybe it was an entire collection of something like that, and that's how they kept track of everything. So there's no repairs, no chips, nothing really that I can note about him. But I think he's pretty fantastic. I really like all the bright colors from this, and it's a larger piece. I think the next largest one is the stag beetle of the series, but I really like this entire series. They're really whimsical and great. So the measurement for him is 4 3/4 by 4.5. All right, so that's the size there. And yeah, if you kind of Google Occupied Japan pixies riding on, then you can see kind of pictures of some of the other ones that I talked about. But they all have this kind of little pointy hat. That's kind of how you can recognize them, but they're all riding on different little things. So we're going to count this down. I see Miss Deborah's in at 30. So we're looking for 31 or more. Tina, I was in Des Moines, Iowa, and Story City, Iowa, at the end of January. So, all right.
Do you guys remember that praying mantis from Ohio?
Yes.
Yeah, the one that joined us for our picnic. Yeah. I totally forgot about that until you just said something, Bill. All right, we're going to count this down. We are looking for 31 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We used to have a lot of praying mantises in the summertime here in Michigan. I remember always catching them and keeping them as a pet for a while and that sort of thing. And salamanders too. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, lots of activity there at the end. Dusty, your 57 did come in after the bid end. So Tracy had a 56. Put in a 49, but Dusty put in a just in case of 55. So Tracy with your straight bid of 56. This guy's coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
So Philomena always likes to ask me questions when pixies come up. So I didn't want to say anything during the sale, but I didn't even know this one existed. But I have the snail, the beetle that Amy was talking about, and I have the frog.
Okay.
So I need to look out for that one now.
In that series that she just sold, right, Bill?
Yeah. I tried to get them, but they're packed up right now because of the Christmas room. And Jason, you're wearing my shirt.
I am, Bill. It proves that I did get it and I do wear it. So true. I'm just going to say, guys, I know that I really went into the Victorian and antique era. So I was trying some new things. Thank you guys for appreciating some of the things that I brought. These are going to start at $40. It's very seldom that I find these that they're still together. One does have a condition issue, but I do have choice on Victorian era glass vases, okay? There is some damage to the top of one, but the fact that they are both here, then I can call them mantle vases, because usually in my experience, when you have two similar vases, they were meant for the mantle. So especially since they're larger too, I believe that they were Victorian mantle vases, but I could be wrong. So we do have a little chip right here, okay? And then there is a little bit of a nip right here, okay? But it's at the right place. It's here in the crimping, which it's not very sharp. It's not going to cut you, but it is in the right place. So I have two of them. They are very identical. This is old school, like Victorian swung vase almost for what like the mid-century was. So it has the optic pattern. There's kind of like the panel. There's like the paneling to it. I will put some black behind it to show you. There's like a thicker enameled paint on it, more like almost a Moriage style effect to it. I do believe that these might be Moser or Moser, however you want to say it. I usually say that. I think it's early Moser glass, but they're in very good condition. As you can see the optic effect to it, which is very fun and rare. You can see the original pontil mark, which is very polished.
Is this a choice round?
It's for both. It's 40 for both. You're going to get them both. Yeah. No, sorry, Dusty. It's for both of them. They've been together so long, I can't break them up. So this one is the one with a little chip on it and a little nip. The other one's in perfect condition, and they are a pair of the same style. So they are larger. They do measure 12 inches tall. So let me show you guys the great paint. The fact that as much of this paint is still on here, it's almost like a scroll of a heart in essence. And then you can see where it has the pink and blue detailed flowers. It has some of the repeating little flowers over here. Actually has a little flower in yellow. And some of those colors are very fun and unique, especially for the Victorian era glass. There you can see two more. And again, it does have this panel optic all the way around. So there is no sickness to this glass. This glass is a little older, so it does have a higher concentration of flint to it. So it isn't like crystal glass. It is the era of the glass. So it is going to have like a little haze to it. So again, let me show this light. Thank you, Dusty. I see you in at 40. So we're looking for 41 or more. Show you guys the great detail on this. Here we go. So now you can see it has all these great leaf and flower effects to it. Some of the gold, I think, around the crimping part is missing. The crimped part is worn away. But still, the majority of all this is still intact. A lot of times, this glass, it's well over 100 years old. From years of cleaning, it's been worn away. So hopefully that's reading through to your screen. Let me see if I can stick my piece of white paper in it. I tried this earlier when I was by myself, and it seemed like it showed up better. So there you go. Now you guys can get a good glimpse of it. And a lot of the original paint is still intact. So there's your first one. The second one has absolutely no damage at all. And there's actually a neat little thing about it that I want to show you. So there is the second one. Again, most of the paint is all intact, which is amazing. And there is a large piece of ash that's trapped in it right here. And you can actually see the little bit of ash, which I find amazing that that's trapped in that glass. So that ash is well over 100 and some years old. So again, when you see this, you can see the discoloration also because it has a ton of small little minute air bubbles in it. And if you guys are familiar with like older plate glass or glass windows or any glass from the turn of the century, it's very wavy because it also had a higher sand. It had a higher concentration of sand in it, which meant it was a lower grade of glass, but that was the way they produced it back then. So this is your second one that I'm showing you. There is absolutely no damage to it. There's your pontil mark. And again, they're old school stretch vases because they both come in at 12 inches tall. And the fact that I have two, I cannot believe that they stood the test of time together. And again, I hope that's reading. Yeah, I can see on my phone with my delay. You guys are seeing the great gold color on that. And it is like a enameled paint, and it does have a texture to it. So it's got like a Moriage effect to it. Plus, like I was saying, it does have the optic to it. Sometimes you find these, they don't have the optic, which is really nice, especially seeing that it's clear. When the sun hits it, it makes it even the more beautiful. So we have Dusty in at 40. Thank you so much. And again, it is for both. It's not on choice. And the one does have some damage, but honestly, it's not all that bad. So considering its age, let's count them down, looking for 41 or more. And we are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. These are just gorgeous Victorian era vases. And outside of the little chip, they're in super good condition considering their age. And I don't often find a set. So, all right, Dusty, congratulations. They're going to look great with your jewelry box, and they're coming to you for $40. Thank you so much. All right, Bill.
$45, Jason, and I have my second of the Napco Fairy Tale Girls. I have the Little Bo Peep cookie or biscuit jar. Before anybody bids, though, let me tell you that there are two small manufacturing issues you should know about, and they're both areas with missing glaze. There is a little area where it didn't get glazed here around the edge of the top of the cookie jar. So that's how it presents from the top and from the side. And then there's a little area just in a weird spot right here that didn't get glazed either. That's just an area of that didn't get glazed. And then there is one rough spot right there. It's not a chip. It's just a little area where the glaze got rubbed off. But other than that, she is fabulous, and she's huge. Look how big this little.
I love the cookie jars in the
They're so good, and the shape is just so good, and she's so happy. And she doesn't have any chips or cracks or anything to worry about. Just those manufacturing issues that I just pointed out. She's 9 full inches tall. She's so fun.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, and she's nice and clean, as you can see. And actually a nice big area to really store things in if you wanted to.
Like cookies?
Yeah, cookies or crafts or, maybe a special place you have where the grandkids come over and they look inside to see what's inside Little Bo Peep, and it changes each time. I just love those little kind of traditions you can set up with.
If you could find little tiny sheep to fill.
Oh, that would be fun, right? That would be fun.
Animal crackers. I think animal crackers would be fun in there.
Her little peep rod. What do you call that?
Staff.
Rod. Her peep rod. Staff.
I like peep rod, Jason.
Hey, whatever you want to call it, Bill. It can be whatever you want it to be.
Well, the point I was making was it's not broken. It's in great condition, as you can see. She's just really great. She's got the face again, like the other one did, the long braids. She's just super pretty. Big yellow bow on the back in case you didn't see it. And applied bow.
I'm never going to look at Bo Peep the same anymore, Bill.
It's her peep rod. I mean,
rod.
Yes, maybe it's a staff. I think like kings have staffs.
Shepherd's hook. That's what
That's what it is.
Shepherd's hook.
That's what it is. Good job, Jason.
I just read. That was it.
Okay.
I was with Amy's staff. Not peep hook, peep rod, whatever you were calling it.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to count it down. We're going to move on. We're going to count it down. And on Wednesday, Jason, you are going to show everybody that photo that Patty Rose sent.
I have to get permission from Patty, but I'm sure
She
she'll
said
grant it.
No, she put permission in the chat earlier.
Okay. All right.
All right.
It's
I am
on.
counting it down. We're looking for 51 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Dusty, I swear I didn't say it.
You can say that all day long, but it's actually recorded on your channel.
It's my Central Pennsylvania Philadelphian Dutch dialect that made it sound that way.
Yeah, nice try. Peep Rod bid end. Thank you, Karen Gillette. So Peppermint Patty, congratulations with your just in case. That's yours for $51. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy.
Keep rod. All right. $18, Jason. All right. And I do have more ladybug things tonight. I actually have 3 more things with ladybugs on it, but we're going to bring this guy next because I don't know. I just have always loved these little tin wind up toys. Always have. I actually have one up. You can't see it because it's blurry, but I have a little wind up snail with kind of antenna like this on springs that I've had. I think I got that when I was in junior high school. I don't know. I've had it a long time, but I've always been fascinated with these. Now, this is a ladybug, as you can see, and it does date to the 60s. All right. Really good shape. There's just a little bit of scratching. I think it's coming in focus. There's a little bit of scratching on the backside, you know, which isn't terrible, but you know, it was probably played with. All right. And it's made by Kanto Toys. And I can tell you that Kanto Toys really like their ladybugs because they made probably 5 or 6 different ladybug toys. And one that I see most often is kind of a mama ladybug. And then she's got several little babies in variation sizes that follow along behind her. And that's the one I see most often, but I had not come across this one before, and it does work. So it has the rubber wheels on the bottom, and I'm going to wind it up for you so you can see what she does. So I think she's pretty fantastic. So again, dates to the 60s, and her tongue goes in and out of the mouth, and the eyes roll back. Isn't that fun?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it does when it rolls across the floor. I love it. So you can see that she's really going to town.
Are the antennas, are they springs on there, Amy?
What?
The little tentacles, are they springs?
They're plastic on the end.
Okay.
I wound her up too much, but yeah, she's got little springs.
Okay.
On there. I love it so much.
Oh my God.
I don't know. If you just need a laugh in your day, just wind that up. So measurement for it, it does measure 5.5 by 2. So 5.5 long, and then about 2 inches, maybe a little over 2 with the antenna. So really good condition, and it does go across the floor. I tested it out in the store before I purchased it to make sure that she worked. But so good. And great to just display if you like ladybug stuff too. And I wore my ladybug and butterfly shirt for the occasion tonight. So I see Philomena's in at 18. Thank you so much. And I see MJ just popped in with a 19. So we're looking for 20 or more. I am going to count ladybug down so we can keep it moving. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. She still wants to go. She's all about it.
She's excited for the countdown.
All right. I'm just waiting for the bid end to come in from Karen. Thank you guys again for being here with us tonight. I hope you're having fun. We are. All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. So Phil had a 22, but MJ put in that just in case. So MJ, it's going to be yours for 23. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
And again, thank you, Karen G, for being our official mod and bid ender. And Kim Desert Gale, thank you so much. If you guys could put in your links, please, let's get Gavin some more followers. Let's get people over there to Kim's page because she's a reseller too. I brought some tollware earlier, but now I have some Italian tollware hooks, okay? The best guess on these is they're somewhere from the 60s, I think, to about the 1980s, okay? So if you guys are looking for some flower hooks, maybe you could hang your, hook this on the wall and actually use it to hang, a hanging plant, use it to hang a hat, hang your jacket. I just think these are great for spring and summer. They're great for cottage core. They're great for if you guys are into some of the mid-century, a lot of this fits in. And even if you do the Victorian decor, they're great. This one does have a little wear there by the screw hole, so please note that. I think that maybe when somebody was taking it off the wall, it did get a little scratched, but I think it gives it the right patina. So this is your first one, and this one is stamped Italy right there. It is stamped Italy on the back. So this is a larger hook. Oh, caught my finger there. Larger hook. Again, the tollware, it is bent like metal and it is painted. Again, it does have some patina and some wear. This one measures lengthwise about 8 inches long. So these are definitely fun. If you guys put a screw on there, it's going to cover up all of that wear. There is a little bit of paint wear right there, but you can see it is this gorgeous blue flower with a little bit of yellow on it. Just a fun piece. So I'll go quick in case nobody's interested. Then I have the strawberry one, which I think is really fun. This is a different era of the ones made in Italy. This one does have the round open hook on the back, and that little pressed piece of metal on there does say Italy. So this one is made in Italy. If you guys like to decorate, I was thinking, like, for example, like Amy has a whole bunch of bugs tonight. How great would it be in your decor if you used these in the background? So Courtney, I see you're 12. Thank you so much. All of these have just a little bit of patina or paint wear to them. I almost find them that way all the time, but they're not major. And this one measures about 7 inches long. So here you go.
These are great. If you're someone who likes to cut fresh herbs and dry them in your kitchen, these are great to hang them from.
That too. And Bill raises a great point, is these are great to hang your aprons on, your dish towel,
or a basket that has a handle on it.
Right. Yep. And like I said, if you had hanging plants, even by the door, you can use this to hang a coat on. They're just fun and they're very ornate. They have a very nice look to them. Now, this one, I've looked all over. I can't find that it's stamped Italy anywhere, but it came with the first one. So it came from the same estate. So I have to assume that it feels the same, looks the same, and has the hook, the open hole on the back to hang it. And this one comes in. Thank you, Alex. I see you're 14, so we're looking for 15 or more. This one measures 7 inches like the strawberry one. So I kind of thought they were neat together. You could kind of offset them a little bit, but it will be choice. And then it'll be yellow flower. So let me show you the great detail on that. That's almost like a pansy style flower. I don't believe the leaves are proper to it. But again, these are toll work hooks. There is your strawberry one again. Heck, you could switch these out throughout the year. And then the first one I showed you was the blue flower. And yes, this one does have some wear, but this one had the longest hook on it. So if you were looking to hang something that you needed it to be a little longer, that's why I wanted to bring this one. And you could also hook something on this little leaf if you wanted to as well. I wouldn't go bending these, because if you go bending these, odds are the enamel paint could flake off. So let's count it down. We're looking for 15 or more. We are using just in case to active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You're right, Philomena. I think it is a yellow poppy. I think you are right. I love that blue flower. Again, these would look great if you guys decorate with ironstone, milk glass. If you guys collect with chintz, like even, porcelain chintz pieces, they're just fun. And I don't see them that often. So there's the bid end. Courtney, with your just in case, you get first choice at $15. We'll call this one blue. This one is strawberry. And then this one is yellow. So yellow, blue, or strawberry. And you can take a variation. So you got first choice at 15. Okay, they're all yours. I thought they looked really good together. I appreciate you guys seeing my vision. Thank you so much, Courtney. All right, Bill.
Did you guys see Robin's comment or Laura's comment?
No.
Tupperware and these two know how much this company means to me. Tupperware just announced that they're closing.
Oh, they were talking at the end of last year.
Not good. The new Tupperware is not good anyway.
I thought that it was not very long ago that they filed for bankruptcy.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Well, because it's not good. But if anyone here enjoys old Tupperware, we have our next Tupperware sale coming up in a couple weeks over on Instagram.
The vintage Tupperware is good.
Vintage Tupperware, so much of it. Yeah, and Jason and Amy may have been a party to seeing my obsession with it.
He has a sickness, folks. He has a sickness called Tupperware.
I love it. I love it so much. All right, $12. I have another planter. And what would a fairy tale theme sale be without some children who were reading fairy tales, or at least that's what they could be reading. So I have this cute little planter made in Japan. I don't know the manufacturer. I tried to look it up. And I really picked it up because look at this little dude perched on top of the A here, this little bluebird. I think it's super sweet. So clearly it was a nursery planter at one time, but I think it would look great in someone's kitsch collection. It's just super cool. Look what we got back here. A nice flat back. A nice flat back, no chips or cracks, in really great condition. And since there is an A on this, I thought in addition to it just being really cool in a kitsch collection, if you had a little boy or girl in your life whose name started with A, or if their birthday was in April or August, how cool would this be, right? Super, super cute. It looks like she's holding a book and it looks like a little paintbrush, I think. I'm not sure.
That's a bloody knife, Bill. That's a bloody knife that she's got.
Okay, we just went there.
I don't think she's related to Murder Elf.
Oh, okay. I swore it was a knife and she was going to cut him.
What I think is really funny is he's got his book open. He looks like me in high school. When you know how you get into that pose in class where it looks like you're reading your book, but you're actually sleeping? That's what he's doing. I think it's super cute. And I love that his eyelashes are pointed down too. Really, really cute. Or they were A students. Patty, you're thinking outside the box. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. She's still got one book, but maybe the other one was something he stole from her. It is 6 inches tall, 5 inches across, again, in really great condition. And it does have this super sweet little bluebird.
I know, Michelle. I know.
Up at the top.
I love the fact that the bluebird crosses over. Like if you guys collect the Lefton or the Norcrest bluebirds, this is so fun that if you got little ones, whether they be grandchildren or your kids, gets them into the bluebirds. They don't touch yours, but they have their own planter then.
Oh yeah, KB. What if you had a brother and a sister and their names both started with A?
Oh,
how cool would that be? Or they were twins. Wow. I have a niece named Ava, so that's kind of how this all made me start thinking about it. Super cute.
Bill, are you going to bring your surprise basement item for your last item?
I am.
Okay.
And it's going to be, I am. I already have it. Yeah, it'll be fun. All right, I'm going to start a countdown. Thank you, Karen Gillette, for your bid. If anyone else is interested, now is the time. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Oh my goodness. 4 granddaughters, all that begin with A.
That's fun.
That is fun. There is the bid end. Did Karen bid end her own bid? I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
I think she did. Absolutely.
I think she did too.
She did. All right.
All right. $16.
You got it.
All right. I brought something handmade tonight, or upcycled handmade. I did bring one of my vintage planter pin cushions tonight. I haven't brought one of these in a while. And this one is a little pixie pushing a little cart with a flower wheel. I do know that these came in different colors. At least 3 different colorways, Bill. Am I correct on that?
There's a pink, there's a blue.
Yeah. So I have been, I had to do the math here that I've been making these for 18 years. It was one of the very first things that I made and took to craft shows were these. That's kind of like where I started my vintage fascination from, was looking for vintage planters. So he's just carrying his cart. Now I have put vintage fabric in here that kind of has the same colorways to match the grays and the browns going through there. It's just kind of a leafy floral print in there. And then you will get all the pins that are in there because they match. So I had to put in a little, so I have put a pin in here. So on the little mushroom, the little spun cotton mushroom, just, little corsage pins. This one is in the shape of a leaf, a little gold one in there. And then I have made some little pins out of some millinery flowers, some little flocked millinery flowers. to match the colors in there as well. No chips to the planter, really nice condition. I did sign it on the bottom, and there we go. He's just a little one too, not so overwhelming of a planter or a pin cushion. So if you sew yourself, or you know somebody in your family that sews, sometimes if you're a crafty fabric person, you don't have a lot of room on your sewing table. I know I'm guilty of that as well. So he just fits in a smaller space. He
I
measures.
really like the pattern on the fabric that you chose. That's
Thank
super
you.
pretty.
I do try and look for scraps of vintage fabrics. We don't want to talk about my fabric hoard. If we're going to talk about Tupperware, we don't need to talk about my fabric. But I love to use, give new life to vintage fabric and give new life to vintage as well. So again, it measures 5x4. I see Melanie is in at 25. So we're looking for 26 or more. I am going to count it down. If you're an active bidder, you're welcome to put in the just in case during the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
They did make these in a bunch of different colorways too, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think the flower wheel is my favorite part. Can you just imagine him going, you know? All right.
Hard working dude.
There's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. So Melanie, I think you're a new name to me as well. So many new names in our chat tonight. So welcome everybody. Thank you so much. So Melanie, do make sure and email me your information tonight so I can get you invoiced on Thursday. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, $12, and it is a jewelry set. I have a brooch and earring. So I believe these are from the 1960s. They are rhinestone. It is unsigned. Okay, so pieces are unsigned, but you see we have two colors of green. Okay, we have emerald and we have the light green. The light green ones do fluoresce under black light. So it is this great, almost like leaf effect to it, with the almost like a ribbon around it almost, as you can see. It is in very good condition. It is a nice heavier piece of costume jewelry. You can actually see the safety clasp there on the back, and the brooch part of it measures, let me check my measurements here, measures about 2 1/4 inches long. The earrings are clip-on earrings, and I will show them to you in a minute, but the emerald ones do not glow, but you can see, there you go. Those lighter ones definitely do fluoresce under black light, if that's something that you're into and something that you like. So again, I thought this was fun for spring. This would be great also in your fall decor. You can see it has these great leaf details to it. It's almost like an ivy, almost like a ivy leaf coming up through there with all those gorgeous rhinestones. I just think this is a really neat piece. And I love the two different colors of green. So then we have the clip-on earrings. So there is the backs to them. Then there is the way they would look on your ear. And again, no condition issues. If you're looking for something that glows, you can see that the lighter green does glow. The emerald does not. It's not missing any at all. Again, I'm not sure of the manufacturer. They are not marked. But I have to think with them being, with them having uranium in them, the rhinestones, it has to be a higher grade of costume jewelry. And each one of the little earrings, which have that great scroll to it, and look at the leaves. Now you can really see those leaves on the earrings better so than the brooch. Each little earring measures about an inch and a quarter. So again, in very good condition. It is gold toned, as you guys can see. Here is the back. I don't feel like they've ever been worn all that often. Like I said, there's no condition issues. They're just fun. They're going to be great for the next few months, heading into March and then into April. And then I think you can bring them back and wear them again in the fall. So there they are. And let me show you the brooch one more time. And we're going to get it moving and we're going to count it down. I do have one of those little jewelry clips. I need to start using it. So there you can see. And then it comes down with like the ends of the limbs almost of the branches. So let's go ahead. Hello, Renee. Good to see you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. We're looking for 13 or more, and it is the set of the earrings and the brooch. So let's count it down. 13 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 13 or more. Thank you, Robin. I saw your 12. You're going to get the earrings and the brooch. Probably 1960s is our best guess, but again, it is not signed. So there is the bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. Robin, you didn't need it. You're getting the whole set for 12. Thank you so much. All right, Bill.
I have a choice round starting at $6, Jason. And I brought these once before, probably like over a year ago with Jason and Amy, and I found some more, and I love these. So I have 4 to choose from. I have these vintage puzzle postcards.
Oh, yeah.
These kitschy cute puzzle postcards. So what these are, obviously it's a puzzle, and it's in a plastic frame that the puzzle sits down in, so that once the recipient receives the puzzle, they have a place to store it. And on the back of it, and each one of them does have a little bit of, the sticker is on top of the plastic. These are new old stock. These have never been opened. There is a little bit of discoloration on each of the areas where you would have written the message and the recipient's address and sent it through third-class mail. Does third-class mail even exist anymore? No.
No.
So, and they're all really kitschy critters. I have 4 different critters today. I have this little puppy dog, and these are all birthday postcards. Hi, it's your birthday. This little puppy dog with the little bouquet of daisies. These are standard postcard sizes, 5.5 inches from top to bottom, 3.5 inches across. And they are actual puzzles that little kiddos could put together. So puppy is the first choice. The little kitty holding the balloon at the party with a little cake down here says, hi, happy birthday to someone nice is the second choice. The first one was in a pink plastic frame. This one is in like a green. The third choice, it's so funny that I had 4 different animals, is a little bear with a big old lollipop right here. Yeah, really fun. With a happy birthday green baseball cap on. And the bear is in a pink frame. And then the last one is this funny bunny.
Oh, my.
Isn't he great? Isn't he great? And he just says happy birthday, but got this little red suit coat on, which I think is really funny. A little proper umbrella and surrounded by a bunch of Susans. What do we call it? Black-eyed Susans. So fun. So the choices are the rabbit or the bunny in the green frame, the bear with the lollipop, the kitten with the balloon and the little birthday cake, and the puppy with the bouquet of daisies.
When you brought these the last time, Bill, I had never seen these before, and I haven't seen any since.
And I found them again at a different place.
Wow.
Yeah, I love them. These are the kind of thing I feel like you would find in someone's basement. Like they stored them away in a drawer and never... But I didn't find these in a house. I actually found these in a retail establishment. All right, I'm going to count it down. So we're looking for 11 or more right now for choice on all those that I'm holding up right now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And I would say these 4 are way kitschier than the ones I found before.
I like the pants that the dog's wearing. I wish I could find a pair of pants like that.
I'm on it, Jason.
All right.
Blue plaid pants.
I'm holding you to it.
So there is the bid end. And Timi, you didn't need your just in case. You have first choice at 11. Let me know which animal or animals you'd like. Bunny, bear, kitten, puppy. And then Peppermint Patty is back up at 10. Then Karen at 8.
I like it, Peppermint Patty. Golfing pants. I didn't even think about it. God, didn't even think
So
about
Timmy's
it.
going to take the kitten.
Good choice, Timmy.
So right now, Peppermint Patty, you're on deck if you wanted any of these. And if not, just pass. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, it's like sad postcard sending isn't so popular or so much of a thing anymore. So Peppermint Patty is going to take the bunny and the bear.
All right.
And the bunny and the bear. So we have the little puppy with the holding the daisies. So Karen, if you want him, just let me know, and I'll let everyone move on. I'll just watch the comments.
Okay. $18, Jason.
All right.
All right. This is not for choice. This is for the whole set. Now, I will say right off the bat, there's one in here that does have some staining. Okay. But I couldn't leave these behind. I've never seen pixie embroidered tea towels before. And typically we see nice things on the tea towels, like, you know, chores being done, help, you know, sometimes children are helping mom do something, you know, very positive. But these are naughty. These are naughty, and this is why I couldn't leave them behind. So the first one, you can see that the iron is plugged in, and Pixie here is trying to cut the cord to the iron. Okay. How funny is that?
Wow.
All right. And these are large tea towels too. They measure 29.5 by 28. So I'll unfold them. And the second one here is the one with the issue to it. All right. And I'll unfold it and show you to you. All right. So this naughty pixie, somebody has swept up all the dirt off the floor, and then he's dumping the dirt out all over the floor again. Naughty pixie.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So this one does have some staining to it. But I couldn't leave it. It's not like super major.
Right.
I'm going to try and open it up so then you can really see, and then I'll show you the last one. All right. See how large this is?
Yeah.
Big, large, but it does have some streaking, some stains. If they're probably not going to come up in camera very well, but I'm just letting you know that there are some on the second one with the dustpan. All right. There's just some, like, I'm not sure. And I did not launder these. I just kept them how I found them. All right. So I didn't try to get any, they didn't smell or anything like that. And they appeared to be ironed. So I just left them how I found them. And then the third one is the do-gooder of the group. It's the eagle with the double horns, Pixie. I don't know. I just love these. I like linens anyway, but I'd never seen Pixie embroidered ones. All right. So they are all large. All right. And I do see there is a tiny little, there's a tiny little hole right where I put my thumb. That's the only reason that I found that. I didn't see that before. So tiny little hole on that one, and then a little bit of staining on the second one. But you get all three. I wish there was more of them, but these were the only three that they had. All right. So you're going to get all three together for your pixie cleaning fun, or use them as a doily or a table covering, and then put your pixies on top of it. I think that would be fun too. All the little naughty pixies. All right.
I love those little electrical bolts that are coming out. I think it's
know.
hilarious.
Well, I just picked them up and I didn't really look at them until I got them home, and I was like, what is he trying to do? Oh, he's trying to get the cord to the iron. Naughty pixie. And then I saw the other one was naughty as well. Look at the eyebrows. All right, we're going to count these down. I see KB's in at 20. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 21 or more. Hello, Becky. I'm going to count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I bet you when you got home and you started looking at these, you were like, wait a second, what's he? Oh.
Like, that's exactly what I did. I just picked them up because I was like, oh, it's pixies. They're really cute.
He also looks like he's levitating above the floor.
It does.
Yeah,
it does. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, KB put in a just in case of 35. MJ put in a just in case of 36. So MJ, 436. These are coming to you. Thank you so much.
Hello, Becky, Vintage Viking Treasures. Gang, if you aren't following her, please do. If you guys enjoy glass, she's a fun channel to follow. And I'm sure if you need any help, you can always reach out to her. I'm sure she'll help you. So please make sure you're following Becky. Speaking of glass, my next item is starting at just $28 because it does have a condition issue to it. If it didn't have the condition issue, it would be a much higher start price. But it has a little chip to it. And actually, I think the chip is at the right spot. You can see right there on the rim. So if you touched it up with a little bit of black paint right there, you would not even notice it, okay? And it is very smooth to the touch, so you're not going to get cut, okay? But this is a piece of almost antique Bohemian Czechoslovakian glass. And usually when it's this color, I've known it to be called the Tango. And it also has some of this thicker, like Moriage style enameled paint to it. But it is a gorgeous vase. It's gorgeous to keep out all year round. It does not glow. But usually this older Czechoslovakian glass is stamped like this. It even has an older sticker on the bottom, which explains something. But usually when you see those stickers on the bottom, it was usually in somebody's collection, or that's how they usually cataloged it. So it's in very good condition. Otherwise, I love the ribbing effect here to the bottom. I love the columns as they're painted going up. You have the gorgeous, almost periwinkle style blue with the white and the black. It almost glows on its own. And it also still has its like gold enameled stripe all the way around. It's very clean on the inside. I, like Amy, I tried to get all the way down there to clean it the best I could. But it's just gorgeous. So there is your base. This is Czechoslovakian glass. Gosh, I did some other research on this, but I forget everything right now. This was, I know what it was. This era of the Czechoslovakian glass, the reason why they kind of made it satin like this was it was their way of trying to mimic Tiffany glass. So it was around the same era of when Tiffany glass came out. So a lot of the glass manufacturers in Czechoslovakia figured that if they kind of gave it this satin feel to it, it kind of gave it that oil sort of effect to it, so it could mimic Tiffany glass. So we do have a chip, but I don't think the chip really takes away from it. It looks like it does. It is Czechoslovakian glass, and it is marked down here on the bottom, so we don't have to worry about that. You can see that it is made in Czechoslovakia, and I love it. It's a gorgeous size. The ribbing like this, I don't see that often, and it would marry with a lot of great different eras of glass. It measures
is it red or is it orange?
It is a orange. It is an orange. It has a kind of more, it's on the red side of orange. Does
like
that make
tomato,
sense?
Like tomato red?
Well, no, it's more in person. It's more like a, it's more like grapefruit. You know, like grapefruit red. It's more like a grapefruit kind of, but it's more on the orange side of red. Okay, so it's not like a fire engine red in person. It almost looks like cadmium. Do you know what I mean? Like when you put cadmium underneath a black light, in person, that's what it sort of looks like. And if you guys know the Czechoslovakian glass, yeah, it's like a poppy red. You're right, Kim. That's how I would describe it. It has a glow in and of itself. And a lot of the Czechoslovakian glass likes to use these blues, even in some of their mid-century pieces. They like to use that blue, and then they like to marry it with the black and with the color. So it does not have a glow. I mean, the periwinkle does glow purple underneath black light, so you do get like a purple glow to it. But it measures about 7 1/4 inches tall by about 3 3/4 inches wide at the widest point. So definitely has a bohemian flair to it. We do have a little chip. If you wanted it touched up, we could touch it up. But honestly, seeing that this is from probably the late 1920s into the 30s, I would just let it. And this would be one of those pieces, because if this is one of those pieces, I'd put that chip to the wall, because if it didn't have the chip, usually this is a $70 or $80 piece. So because it had the chip, I brought the price down accordingly. But I'm not seeing any interest, and that's okay. We can bring it back during the recap, but it was $28 for some 1920s, 1930s Czechoslovakian glass. All right, Bill.
$18, Jason, and I did promise some pottery tonight because I do that. I have a beautiful piece of hull. And this is kind of a very interesting piece because this is one of the few designs. This is called the bow knot basket. It's one of the few designs that they did in multiple styles. So there's lots of different types of flowers that Hull does, and this one is in their beautiful daisy pattern. Isn't that beautiful? It just
I've not seen that one, I don't think.
No, it's actually this is the only piece that this set of daisies appears on. It's the only piece, and the bow knot basket. And it was mid-50s when they made this. This same piece of pottery, though, with different applied flowers on it, is found in multiple other lines. But this, I don't know if this was experimental or not, but it was the only one with the 3 daisies on it. They called it floral. They didn't even call it daisy. They just called it floral. But it's in super great condition. There's a little bit of crazing on it, very, very little. No chips, no cracks. Someone really took care of this beautiful piece. Could be used as a planter, as a vase, whatever you would like to put in here, because it's a good size too. It is 7 inches tall, 5.5 inches from side to side. It does have its number. Hull always numbers every piece. This is piece number 79, and a USA stamp there. Has the unglazed portion on the bottom where they would have set in the kiln, but the glazed bottom. Just a super, super pretty piece. And it's not white. I think it's coming across as white. It's definitely a creamy light yellow color with the pink handle. And then this is not typical of Hull either, which is why people think it may have been just like a trial run. But there's this brown applied paint on here, and it's not raised. Typically when Hull painted on top of a piece, they would have painted something that was impressed into the ceramic, but that's actually painted right on top of the base melon shape of this really beautiful basket. Yeah, it is a different sort of look from Hull. And again, if you like daisies or you like sunny flowers or something that looks like a sunflower, this is actually the only piece you're going to get a look like this. There are daisies in other pieces, but not this kind of creamy, buttery yellow. Really fun. So I'm going to count it down since there are some bids. We have 2 more rounds before our recap. If I'm correct in that, because clearly I didn't know how many rounds we had at the beginning. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Yeah, it does look like one of those creamy white pumpkins that we can grow these days.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So there is the bid end. Glam Hannon, congratulations. It is yours for $22. Thank you so much.
All right, $12, Jason. Okay. All right, so I have another Joseph Originals. Oh, good. He's coming in nice and focused for me here. So this little mouse here, he has a special name. He's called the Scaredy Mouse. He is afraid of the tiny little ladybug that is trying to climb up the mushroom to get to him. I love the Joseph mice anyway, but I'd never come across this one before in the wild. So I love the Joseph Originals. He does have his foil sticker. I love the curly Q tail that is going on there. There's no chips going on with him, but he's ready for that ladybug to depart so he can get down off of the mushroom. I love the expression on his face. It does have the Joseph Japan sticker there on the bottom as well. And I found the teeniest, tiniest. I think I'm going to bring them on Wednesday. Joseph Originals mice and a little piece of cheese. They're like this big, and I've never seen those before either. So measurement for this guy, he does measure 2.5 by 2. And again, his name is Frady Mouse. Frady Mouse. And I just love him. I think he's cute for a miniature shelf, but cute to pop in like with other mushrooms or any more little mice or ladybug things for sure. And then the ladybug is just kind of applied paint there down on the bottom. A lot of Joseph pieces like that, when they painted something extra on there, it was cold paint and usually the paint is missing, but that one is pretty good on there. I don't really see any scratching. All right, so we're going to count this down. I see Metal Girl, hello, is in at 18. So we're looking for 19 or more. We're going to count mouse down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh no, bid end.
He's going to get you, buddy. You better watch. It is kind of like the elephant mouse syndrome. You know what I mean? It's
Yep. All right, there's the bid end from Karen that came in there. Thank you so much, Karen. All right, so Trina had a 21. Metal Girl put in that just in case. So Metal Girl, this is coming to you for 22. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. My next item is going to start at 18. And thank you, Tracy, Artsy Fartsy. You know her in the chat. She was very helpful in giving me some back history on this little individual, okay? These are very collectible. These are from the 1960s. They were made in Japan. They were usually little souvenirs that soldiers would bring home. You can see there is one or two little condition issues, but it's made of stockinette. And you can see it still has its original Japan there on its belly. These are somewhat flexible, but seeing that they get older, I would not flex them. So it is a little turtle. It's a little spirit turtle. It's a little futoba. It's a little futoba, and these were popular in the 1960s. You can see where there is a little face that is hand painted on there. You can see the hair that they put on it. I have to tell you that in the world of kitsch, this is some of the most realistic style hair that I've ever had. I actually sold one of these a few years ago. So these are really fun. I know. But these are super fun. They are made of stockinette, and folks that collect like different things like trolls and things like that, these are very collectible. These are supposed to bring you good luck. Okay. So that's why they were so popular and brought home as little souvenirs, especially from little soldiers and things. For soldiers and things would bring these little figures home. They do have taller ones, but this is a little smaller one, and this one just looks like he or she is just swimming upstream, and that is not a stain. It is actually two-tone, and if you guys know like pantyhose, like or the stockinette style figurines, that's what this is. So. If you guys look these up, you'll see how collectible they are. They're really fun. If you guys collect like different things that you put like in your mermaid bathroom, or if you're into like collecting turtles or collecting frogs or things like this, this kind of goes with it. But this little guy is a little spirit turtle. He's a little turtle spirit, and he's supposed to bring you good luck. He or she gives you good luck. So Laura, thank you so much. I see you're 18. The measurements on it the way it is, because you can see that it is bent, you know, the arms are up and stuff. It's roughly about 5 inches, but you could, you know, straighten out the legs. But I have to tell you, with its age, and especially since we have a little splitting right there by the leg, I would leave it as is. These are very delicate. The first one I sold was way more delicate than this. And these do have a very Japanese Polynesian feel to it. And you're right, Tracy. Exactly. I forgot to say, pose doll collectors love them too. They are considered real kitsch in the kitsch world. And again, they are super collectible. And Tracy, thank you again so much for she volunteered all the information. I couldn't ask for a better person. Thank you so much. So I see a bid. We got to keep moving. We got one more round. Let's count it down. If anybody's interested, please put in a bid. These don't come around that often in this good a shape. So we are in an 18, looking for 19. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I didn't even do any of the info that she gave me justice, but I hope I at least shared enough of it with you so you guys know the importance of these. And if you see them in the wild, pick them up. Pick them up because this little guy is going to go live with Laura, and it's going to bring you good luck, Laura. It's a little spirit turtle. So congratulations. Thank you so much. All right, Bill.
So this is our last round before the recap, everyone. So definitely stick around. We have some good stuff in the recap. This is the item I went down and found in my inventory. And as soon as I got downstairs, I was just drawn over to this corner, and now I know why. I'm going to start this at $1, Jason, because I haven't brought one of these in quite a long time. I have this adorable little deer, kitschy cute deer. It's one of those hard plastic deer, super, super cute, a little tiny guy, 2.5 inches tall, 3.5 inches from side to side, in very good condition. As many of these vintage deer do, it does have some discoloration from the glue on the bottom, but that's really all to write home about. Has some beautiful markings on its body here, a cute little white area for its tail underneath, but it's the face that always gets us with these deer. So, so cute. And I love this position too, with these the legs that are just up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so adorable. Big ears, big eared deer. And I'm going to count it down because this is the last round before our recap. So if anyone else is interested, now is the time to get in on this little fella. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Did I miss a bunch of numbers? Like, I literally had a brain freeze at that moment.
I don't think you did, but
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. There is the bid end. Thank you so much. So Trina, with your just in case of 12, it is coming to you for 12. Thank you so much.
Cute, cute. All right. My last item is going to start at $10. And I'm ending tonight with a brooch. And this is not just a brooch, it's a Weiss brooch, W-E-I-S-S. It is stamped on the back. It's a little circle down there at the bottom is where it's stamped Weiss. I don't think it's probably going to focus there for me, but that's fine. So it's a cute little enameled daisy with the little ladybug on the petal. Now, I think that there is just a little bit of paint loss on the ladybug because you can see a little bit of the gold on the little legs of the ladybug. I think that those were probably meant to be painted red at one point in time, but otherwise it's in good shape. All right, so this does date to the 60s, and it's just yellow center does kind of come out. You can see the profile there. It does have a safety clasp, good working condition. It does measure 2 inches. Designed by Albert Weiss. He did start designing jewelry for Coro in the 1930s and then started his own company in the 1940s. And Weiss jewelry is very high quality, very good collectability on it. A lot of people just specifically collect Weiss jewelry. So I was happy I don't ever come across it, hardly ever. So I was happy to be able to find a piece of it, although a little bit more mid-century, not the older stuff. All right. He's very famous for the rhinestone pieces, I think, over some of the enamel things. So you see Metal Girls in at 22. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 23 or more. I am going to do the countdown. All right. So
Amy,
to put in. Yes.
Wait, okay. I just want to make sure Kim's going to be our bid ender. She's got it. Okay.
Okay, got it. All right, so we're going to count it down. Looking for 23 or more. Welcome to put in the just in cases during the countdown if you're an active bidder. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid, and I can't read and count at the same time, clearly. I was reading Metal Girl's comment. That's really cool. All right, there's the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much for filling in there, Kim. All right, so Metal Girl did have the high bid at 22, and Karen came in there with a just in case. So Karen is going to take it for 23. Congratulations, Karen. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kim. No worries. No worries. $14 for my last item, and he is missing his cup. But I couldn't let this guy behind. He is some fun kitsch. He is a toy, okay? So he is the little Mr. Bubbles Turtle edition, okay? He is this dapper dude. He's made of plastic, harder plastic for the head. That is a music note. And when you'd squeeze his body and it was filled with the solution, he would then blow bubbles out there. Now, there would be a little cup that would sit over top of that, but that is missing. So if it had its little cup and if it had its box, it would be a much higher price point. But he's in very, very good condition. I think he would be great if you guys are just looking for a fun little kitschy figurine. You can see there his little turtle hands are up underneath. He's wearing a cool little suit. There is a little bit of wear to it. And he's got these great plastic gold, that's all gold toned feet. So he is from the 1950s or very early 1960s to my best estimate. And you would just pull the head up a little bit and you would push down, and that's how you would make the bubbles. Okay. So that you would do it. I don't want to break him, but that's what you would do. And then it would throw the solution out. And then the little bubbles would come out of like the little music note here on his neck. So I just thought he's really cool. It seems like he's singing you a little tune. So $14 if anybody is interested. He measures 8 inches tall. So he's 8 inches tall and he's about 3¼ inches wide. So you can see they put some great detail into this. And again, it's that more pliable here. You can hear the air moving through there. That's where you would put the bubble solution, and then you would squeeze him. Oh, look how dapper he is. Like, he's got his little vest, his little like bloomers. He's definitely a dapper dude, very 1930s looking. I just thought he would be really cool for you guys to put in your spring or summer display, especially if you guys collect. Not that he is, but if you collect like anthropomorphic things, he's going to fit in there beautifully. So if it's not reading true on your side, he's actually a gold tone. All the paint's really good on his eyes, and he would have a little cup that would go over top of the little music note. That is missing, and he does not have his box. But he does stand on his own, so he will stand on his own, and he would just look good in your display. Maybe you want to put your bubble bath in him and put him in your mermaid bathroom. I thought that would look cute as well.
He would be good in a mermaid bathroom.
He would, absolutely. You don't have to worry about any issues. And, you don't find a lot of these dapper style turtles and seeing the style things that I was bringing. I just thought he was really cool and really different. So
I've never seen him before. Cool.
I didn't either. And that's why I grabbed him. And then I was like, I feel like something's missing, but you can't leave something behind when, whether that's what it's supposed, everything I researched, that is a music note. Okay. And it just made the little bubble come out the center there. So again, he will stand on his own in your display. You would put the solution in there and squeeze it, and then it blew the suds out through there, and then he made little bubbles. I'm sure he would still work. So I'm not seeing any interest. That's okay. He was $14 if anyone's interested. Again, if he had his little cup and or box, even if he had his little cup, the price reflects the fact that he's missing his cup. So they go for a little bit more when he has the little cup that merely just slides on there, but I wouldn't use it anyway. But that's okay. We will bring him back in the recap, which is going to start right now in a few moments. So, Bill, could you be so kind to explain to the folks how the recap is going to work?
I refuse, Jason.
Okay. Amy,
this is the point in our broadcast where I'm just joking because he always asks me, yet he knows I'm going to do it.
It's called being polite, Bill.
No, it's my thing. It's my jam. So this is the point in the broadcast, everyone, where we are going to bring back what we have shown earlier that wasn't claimed. Maybe you weren't here. Maybe you needed some time to think about it. Maybe you wanted to know what else you might buy before you decided you wanted to get these. So we are going to show you everything that we didn't sell earlier. We will say what the start price is. We will describe it. And if you're interested, you can pop a bid into the chat. We move pretty quickly during the recap. So if you're interested in something, it's kind of important to let us know you're interested as soon as you can. Once we see a bid come in, we're going to wait a little bit of time, a few seconds, to see if another bid comes in or not. And if another bid doesn't come in, the person who claimed it will receive it, unless, of course, we see another bid come in with a reasonable amount of time. If we do have a second bid come in, we will do a countdown. We'll announce the countdown. It will remain a 20-second countdown, and Karen Gillette will remain our official bid ender during this time. And that's it.
Bill, did you have anything?
I do.
Okay.
I have my cute little critters. They're $8 each if anyone's interested. I have my little Homeco carrot mouse. These are all hungry mice. This one's chomping on his little carrot, so he would be $8 if anyone's interested. They're all in great condition. No condition issues with them. They all do have their Homeco stamps on the bottom. I have the little mouse eating the cheese, and he is so happy that his eyes are closed. He's just thinking about that cheese. He's taking in the aroma. He is also $8 if anyone's interested. They're 3.25 inches tall, and I have the little dude eating the corn, and he's so hungry he had to stuff a couple extra cobs in his pants for later.
He's storing them for the winter. Amy, you didn't have a recap, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay. All right. I had 3 items left over from earlier, and this was earlier in the sale. I believe this is Italian. This is toll work. This is all metal underneath, and then it is glass on the top. Okay, you got Robin for the cheese one. And then I do believe this is from the 1960s. It's going to be $20. I will show it to you under, I'll put some black behind it. I do believe the finial has been replaced with a period correct finial. Again, I don't see these all that often. So it is metal on the bottom, and it is glass on the top, and I do believe it's made in Italy. So it is $20, and there you can see all the great scroll work. It's not that it's etched. It's actually, though, in the glass, okay? So they actually imprinted it on the glass. If you guys are familiar with like that 1950s, 1960s pieces, it's in there, and the little finial on it works beautifully. So it's also there on the inside. You can see all that great kitschy kind of, not kitschy, mid-century kind of scroll work on it. All the gold is intact, and the base is that tin metal, which I just think is amazing, the 2 pieces. I think it would look great if you guys put some butter bits in it, took it out to your little rose garden. So, and it measures 7 inches tall by about 6 inches wide. So you could just put candy dish, and it was $20. Candy dish, $20 if anybody was interested. I love the metal and glass when they come together. So it'd be candy dish, $20 if anyone's interested. I did have my Deco, Bohemian era, Czechoslovakian vase. It does have a chip. It is considered like Tango because of the color. It's in very good condition other than that chip. If it didn't have that chip, it would be much more. And it is stamped Czechoslovakian on the bottom. Again, it does have the older tag on the bottom of it. And I do love the ribbing effect to it. And this measures 7.25 inches tall by about 3 3/4 inches wide. Again, this is like a periwinkle blue. This is white, and all that is raised, and it is textured. And my turtle was just shown, so I'm not going to show him again. If anybody sees anything that I had that was not claimed in the recap, please feel free to email me, and we can make arrangements if it's still available and if you're interested. So, Bill, did you get all the claims on your
We're good.
Homeco figurines? Okay. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much, Karen G. And thank you so much, Kim. Guys, thank you for being our mods and bid enders tonight. If you guys could put in the vase. The vase was 28. The vase was 28. Courtney, the vase was 28 if you're interested. And the price reflects the little chip. All you'd have to do is, you could touch that up if you want to, but it is from the 1920s. It is about 100 years old. So if you're interested in the vase, just put vase 28 and you could claim that if you're interested. So thank you guys so much for such a fun sale. We're going to go around and tell you guys where we're going to be at next and give you any other information that we need to. I got you, Courtney. Thank you so much for claiming the vase. Amy girl, what do you got going on? Tell the folks.
I'll be back here on Mother Tucker's Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Every Wednesday, we're here at 8 p.m. Eastern for Fantastic Finds. So we'll be back then. And I think I'm going to be, yes, tomorrow I'll be posting previews for that. And reminder, I'll be invoicing on Thursday this week. I will combine ship. If you guys come Wednesday and you get something else, I can just add it to your order. All right. Thank you guys so much.
All right, Mr. Bill.
I have 2 more sales this week. I'm back. This is my week to be on the Kitsch Keepers over on Instagram on Thursday with Steph Crazy for Kitsch. That's 5 o'clock Eastern on Instagram. And on Friday, believe it or not, the Valentinos have yet another sale. Because we had an extra Friday last month. We have another sale this week. That's 8 o'clock. Right here on Mother Tucker's channel on Friday.
No, it's over on Instagram. It's over on Instagram.
It's over on Instagram because
hey, Bill's hosting that.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Oh, yeah, that's my job.
Yes, Bill will be hosting.
So I need a nap. So okay, scratch that. 8 o'clock Instagram on Friday. The Valentinos are back. Jason, myself, John at Everyday Holiday Display, Brian from Mid-Century Mister. Our theme is flower power.
Yes.
Going to be fun.
I'm here for it.
And it's going to be a broad definition of flower power. So if you guys love anything flower, come hang out. So
or power.
That too. Or peace or anything. Yeah. So like Amy said, Fantastic Finds on my channel, 8 p.m. Big announcement from Mother Tuckers. We are adding a vamp sale to our lineup. So our first vamp sale is going to be this Thursday night at 7 p.m. It's going to be buyer's choice. We are going to simulcast on our YouTube channel. So please look for promos to follow. But we will be going live over on Vamp on 7 p.m. Eastern this Thursday night. We have some doggone good vintage lined up for you guys. It's going to be a buyer's choice. Tina will be hosting the sale. She has me sitting there doing a whole bunch of notes. So please come hang out with us. It's going to be a whole hodgepodge of vintage. So we will be doing that Thursday night. And then Friday, I will be over on Instagram. And I have an Apple device. So now no one's going to mess up the Valentinos over on Instagram anymore. I was the slacker. Now I'm with the cool kids getting it done over there. Guys, thank you so much. Amy, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me and Bill.
Always enjoy selling with the two of you.
Thank you so much. Please, gang, if you're not following everybody here on the screen, we made it really easy. We put the links to their channels down below. Again, please keep Lisa Green in your thoughts. Lisa, if you watch this on the replay, we can't wait to see you in the chat again. We hope you're feeling well soon. Please send her positive vibes. And again, April is National Donate Month, okay? If you guys are not an organ donor, please consider becoming one. It's very easy. It's a simple way of paying it forward. I got the gift of an organ. If I didn't, I wouldn't be here. So next time you renew your driver's license or even beforehand, please just go on and say, yes, it is safe. And whatever you believe in after this life, at least you pay it forward and some folks here can benefit and have a healthier life. So till the next one, we'll see you back here Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Me and Amy, Fantastic Finds. Have a good week, everybody. Bye.
Good night, you guys. Bye.